day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, you absolute beauties. I wish you could have been live about 10 seconds ago to see the madness and mayhem. It's a midweek. I'm going to call it Little Break. We're going to take the edge off and welcome you into our space for 3 hours and chill. You look awesome.
You look awesome,
No, you
Gray.
look so cool. I thought this morning was going to be the day I was going to look cooler, but it's not meant to be.
You had yesterday with fashion, Paul. I mean, come on, the baggy pants. But today, let me have my 70s moment
I
right
love
now.
it, girl.
The wide
Love
leg
it.
pants with the really cool pointy shoes. I mean, come on. And then what waist? Waist where?
Where?
She's
What
missing.
waist?
She's gone.
I was looking in 2025. I was like, waist, where are you, wasted? Nothing, gone.
Absolutely nothing. But listen, Mzansi, thank you for joining us this morning. I love a Wednesday.
Of course, it is the month of love, perhaps reflected in the outfits today. Our most loved couple ever, the Pedros, are bringing all the romance just by being who they are. We love them so much. Chef Clem is going to dish up the perfect date night menu. Now I've got your attention. And yes, it's stuff we can actually make. While Megs sets the scene with a beautifully romantic tablescape.
Cute. Have you started thinking about Valentine's Day?
Have I started thinking of my Valentine's Day tablescape?
Have you?
I can honestly say this is the most honest thing I've ever said. No, I'm not thinking of my Valentine's Day tablescape yet.
I can forgive
Now
you
I
for that
am.
one. But Meg is here. She's got our backs. I can't wait to get into it. And then we've got a live performance from Babette, plus Conrad Cock pops in to introduce
Lord,
his
help
brand
us.
new show, Despicable Hee Hee.
Oh,
what a brilliant name.
Oh, man, what a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
Cannot wait. So you've got some work to do because you do
let
look
me hit
all
it off.
official, and I'm here for that. And you can share some love with her as well. It's always great to offer a little positive validation, especially in the midweek when we kind of hit that hump. Let's get you over it and freewheeling towards the weekend. A lot went down yesterday. A little bit in the sport, a lot across the globe. So we've got a huge amount to catch up on. What I would suggest is spend this time as well while you're thinking about all this critical thinking. You can also head over to our social media pages. Have a gander at the questions we're going to be asking. Maybe start enriching yourself in that space. The conversation begins in earnest in just a moment, right after, in fact, we get through those news headlines.
Well, thank you, Gray. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines, where Lynette Lekgoto has been appointed acting head of the Special Investigating Unit. And that's following the departure of Andy Motibi to the National Prosecuting Authority. The SIU describes Lekgoto as a leader driven by integrity and accountability. Now, his career spans more than 2 decades, beginning with the Scorpions, where he investigated organized crime, fraud, and cybercrime. Since joining the SIU, he has held senior roles, including Chief Forensic Investigator and Chief Operations Officer. Lekgoto holds an LLB, BSc Honours, and specialized cyber law qualifications. In other news in South Africa, convicted murderer Thabo Bester is preparing to challenge his transfer from Kgosi Mampuru prison in Pretoria to the Ebongweni Super Maximum facility in Kokstad. Now, Correctional Services Commissioner Makgoti Tebogala says the move followed routine safety and security risk assessments. Now, Bester maintains the distant limits, accesses him to his legal team. Tobagale says assessments found Bester and fellow inmate Vusimuzi Kat Matlala posed serious risks at the previous facilities. Now, he says transfers of high-risk offenders are common and intended to prevent escapes, protect staff and maintain order. In your international newsmaking headlines, Somaliland says it expects to reach a trade partnership with Israel following its recognition as an independent state. Now, President Abdirahim Mohammed Abdullahi says discussions are focused on investment, trade, and access to Israeli technology. He says Somaliland could offer mineral resources, including lithium, oil, and gas, and that's as part of future cooperation. While no deal has yet been signed, Abdullahi says engagement with Israeli business and government is expected soon. Now, Israel's move has drawn criticism from Somalia, the African Union, and several global powers. Meanwhile, President Volodymyr Zelensky says Ukraine's negotiating strategy must adapt after Russia launched its heaviest attacks yet on energy infrastructure. Now, he says a record number of ballistic missiles were used, striking power stations during peak winter's cold. Zelensky says Moscow exploited a proposed pause to stockpile weapons and urged allies to increase pressure. Meanwhile, Russia says it is prepared for a world without U.S. nuclear arms limits as the new START treaty expires, potentially leaving strategic arsenals unconstrained for the first time in decades. Let's close off here as Valentine's Day approaches. Kenya's central bank has thrown shade on a flashy trend: cash bouquets. Now, rolled, glued, and stapled banknotes shaped into flowers have become social media darlings, but officials warn they damage currency and could land offenders with serious jail time. Now, the move has sparked laughter online and relief among romantics who felt love was becoming a little bit more expensive than usual. It also invites a South African pause for a thought. Would a bouquet of folded 200 notes feel romantic here or just reckless? With the rand already stretched, many might agree roses are safer than risking shredded cash and blocked ATMs. Well, sometimes it seems love really is better when it doesn't come with a price tag. That's it. We close up your 6 o'clock news. It's time now for the world of sports.
Buccaneers, good morning. I think you're waking up with a big smile on your face this morning. Orlando Pirates beat Amazulu 2-0 last night at the Moses Mabhida Stadium to seize the premiership lead. Now 3 points ahead of Mamelodi Sundowns. Relo Bogile Mafokeng opening the scoring in the 16th minute. Then to compound the misery, a late own goal from Darren Johnson sealing that victory there. Sutu did press late but unable to find a reply as Pirates kept that clean sheet and they sit at the summit. Now let's get into cricket as Jacob Bethel produced a match-winning spell as England completed a 3-0 T20 series sweep with a 12-run win over Sri Lanka in Palakela yesterday. So defending 128, England's spinners dominated as Bethel claimed a career best, in fact, figures of 4 for just 11 to bowl out the hosts for 116. This victory giving England some strong momentum heading into the T20 World Cup this weekend. Of course, the Proteas taking on India a little bit later today to fine-tune, and we'll delve into that conversation in just a moment. Now, though, we move to rugby as Ireland and France have named their teams for this coming Thursday's Six Nations opener in Paris, with Sam and Clan Pendergrast starting together for the first time for Ireland. Really cool. Well, France welcome back Captain Antoine Dupont following his long-term injury. Both sides showing some notable changes with several regular starters missing through injury or selection at this stage. It's going to be a long campaign. Now, let's stay in that neck of the woods, but get back into football and some cup action as Arsenal beat Chelsea 1-0 in the second leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final to now complete a 4-2 aggregate victory at the Emirates. They really are having a dream run at the moment. Chelsea pushing later on. Substitute Kai Havertz struck in stoppage time after a Declan Rice break, extending Arsenal's unbeaten run against the Blues and now sending the Gunners into their first cup final since 2020. Not that long ago, but we'll savor these moments nonetheless. That's where we leave our sport for now. I did say we're going to chew on some of that Protea gristle ahead of the T20 International World Cup just around the corner, so stick around for that. Right now, let's see how the weather's looking.
Thanks so much, Gray. Let's check in with your weather so that we can prepare you for your Wednesday. And we always get started with Polokwane. Now, on your side of town, Polokwane, you're starting your Wednesday with mostly sunny conditions today. In terms of your temperatures, let's start off with a low of 16 degrees today and reach a warm 31 as your high. Now, light winds can be expected to come through from the east. Beautiful weather is definitely expected for the rest of the week with temperatures in the lower 30s, so do prepare yourselves for some good days ahead. Out in Klerksdorp, you can expect scattered mostly sunny regions, at least sunny conditions in your region. Temperatures will start off with a low of 19 and climb to a scorching 33 degrees. Now, winds will be light and expected to come through from the north. In Pretoria, let's head over there. 18 is your low with a 32-degree high today. Now, good weather is expected all around, and it does get wetter as we make our way into the weekend and starting early next week. Johannesburg, you are up next. So let's start off with a 16-degree low today and peak at 29 degrees. It's mostly sunny on your side of town. As for the rest of the week, that 29 will be trending throughout. Gets a little bit more cloudy over the weekend and the rain does pick up going into early next week. Mbombela, you start out with a 17-degree low today. Mostly sunny skies, though, as the weather peaks at 30 degrees today. And as the clouds do part ways, you can prepare yourself for a sunny Thursday and Friday. The clouds do make a return again on Saturday. Out in beautiful Bloemfontein, 19 is how we get started with 36 as your high today. You will get some afternoon showers, but as for the rest of your week, I think it's going to be looking pretty good. You will be reaching temperatures in the 30s throughout and lasting all the way into next week. Or Richards Bay, you are up next. In the coastline, 23 is your low with a 32-degree high today. Partly cloudy conditions is what you can expect, but great weather all round. As we make our way into Thursday, the winds do pick up tomorrow, but by Friday, it's a beautiful sunny day. Out in South Africa's playground, Miss Durbs, you're up next with a 23-degree low to start your day and a 30-degree high. All around sunny skies for you, and that does last all the way through until Saturday, where you can expect a 60% chance of rain. Well, Mthatha, you are up next. 21 is where we get started today as your low with a 34-degree high. As for the rest of your day, partly cloudy conditions with an 80% chance of rain as the day does develop, and that does pick up by tomorrow where wet weather continues. Out in Cradock, let's start with a 19-degree low, but it does peak at 36 degrees today. Partly cloudy conditions are expected on your side, and too, as the day develops, a 55% chance of rain is coming your way, and that wet weather continues throughout the week. Rebecca, GQ, scattered thunderstorms can be expected on your side with a 22-degree low and a 29-degree high. And that 29 does trend all the way through till Friday. Never reaches over 30 degrees, but good and wet weather is coming your way. Gorgeous George, you're up next. Now you're going to be having some showers today. 21 is your low with a 27-degree high, feeling more like a 29, so prepare yourself for that one. As for your rain, 80% chance today, tomorrow 70% chance, so do brace yourselves for wet days ahead. Out in the mother city, it is partly cloudy today, starting at 19 degrees with a 27-degree high. Now, moderate winds can be expected to come through from the south today, but the clouds do clear up slightly by tomorrow, bringing a 23-degree high. Well, out in Sutherland, that's where we head to next. 16 is your low today with a 27-degree high. Partly cloudy weather is what you can expect throughout a day in your region. And you do have a 60% chance of rain, so do carry an umbrella with you. By the weekend, though, that all clears up. Out in Kimberley, today will bring abundant sunshine to your side of town with a 21-degree high, but a 38-degree, or at least a 21-degree low and a 38-degree high. The weather does remain quite warm throughout. Tomorrow, chances of rain do peak at 20%, but I think you'll be okay. Out in Uppington, 23 is where we get started today, and we peak at a 41-degree high. You will have light winds coming through from the southwest, but good weather all the way round. It does get a little bit cooler going into Friday with a 34-degree high, so I guess enjoy the hot weather as it does make its way into today. Let's get into your sunrise view of this hour. We have to get kick-started on this Wednesday with good energy and with a beautiful picture straight out of Durban. And Arusha Singh definitely understood the assignment. Gorgeous, beautiful, 10s around the board. Oh man, just that horizon makes me feel like I'm booking a flight to Durban immediately. I'll even make it a one-way, okay? That is beautiful. 30 degrees is what you can expect on your side, Arusha. And we wish you a beautiful and blessed day ahead. And remember, you too could be like her on 0630369649. That is our WhatsApp line to send your good morning view with us so that we too can greet you with a smile on our faces. But now, though, speaking about good morning, we have a great question for you delivered by the handsome Grey.
What's your love language, yo? Come on, fess up, this is a safe place. It is the month of love. We love the fact that we get to express maybe a little more love. But what does that look like for you? I think a lot of us struggle to discover our love language and how to kind of offer that and how to receive.
True.
Do you struggle to receive love?
I don't struggle to receive love, especially if it's in the form of gifts.
Okay, well, there we
I'll
go.
take that any day,
So
all day.
I don't know if that is officially a love language.
It's a love
It can
language.
be gifts.
Gifts and surprises, and
Gift
also
giving.
words of affirmation. Those are my
Okay.
top two. How about
In
you?
that order.
100%.
Definitely in that order. There it is. That's the question.
I feel like yours is quality time.
It is time.
Yeah.
I'm quite tactile as well. We're big on hugging, you
physical
know. I need like
touch.
a hug every now and then just to be reminded. A firm hand. Just shut up. Just do what you're told to do. No, a lot of us need a firm hand on this side of the equation. What does that look like to you? And it's good to learn this. And you might joke about it. We might joke about it. But the bottom line is when someone does it right, when someone speaks to you in your love language, when you know maybe it's food on a culinary hotline, you just don't know the kind of reaction you'll get. It's a whole different elevated level, and I love that.
And we can't wait. So please get in touch with us across Facebook. You can find us at Expresso Show. Even drop some experience in there. We would love to hear from you as we delve into love in the month of love on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Teach us the ways, Master. I'm going to say now, I'm sorry, I've been bringing trigger warnings just about every discussion. We're going to be talking to parents when it comes to having a sick child. How do we broach that massive, massive, scary thing with your child and take care of yourself through the process? We'll start that conversation now.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back as we check in with ourselves and I think with families that are going through incredibly challenging times right now. Children are far more aware of the world around them than I think we realize or often give them credit for. They overhear news reports, our adult conversation, maybe those whispered worries that we think we're keeping them sheltered from. They will feel that tension that comes with serious illness, and that's what we're focusing on right now. Even when parents try to shield them, we do our best. For many families, the instinct is either to explain everything or to say nothing at all thinking that we are protecting them, but both extremes can leave children feeling confused, frightened, and a little bit traumatized. So how do parents talk honestly about illness without passing on our own fear or our anxiety? And how much information is actually helpful at the different stages of life? And joining us this morning, thankfully, to unpack this, registered counsellor Sadia Southgate, to help parents navigate what must be one of the most challenging challenges that any parent can barely wrap their head around. I'm sitting here trying to sink into this as I would normally do, and there is a barrier. If I can't even broach this conversation outside of reality, how do we go there? Where do we even begin with this? Does it start with checking in with the parents? Does it start with checking in with the child? Okay, before the parent has even opened their mouth, when broaching something like this, where do we generally find the child?
I don't think even we can find the child really anyway, because children often try to not get involved with these kinds of things. But I believe that because they are resilient, they want to know what is happening, because silence is more dangerous than actually, you know, not saying anything to the child or even just oversharing with the child. But I think that when parents try to, let's say, steer away from opening up to the child about serious illness, children hear danger first before they hear details. So when we are withholding details from the child, we are causing them more anxiety, more stress later on in life, but also it impacts them so holistically in ways that we don't even imagine, because it's such a serious thing, I think, in itself for parents to navigate through, because now they are not emotionally regulating what is happening. So they thinking worst case scenario and they project that onto the kids.
As is perfectly normal, and this is not a judgment session. If I'm going there as a parent who, thank goodness, is not experienced this, I can only imagine how difficult it would be for a parent to keep themselves in check. How much is enough detail then to empower the child, to make them feel like they have an understanding, but not too much to let their natural fear and that anxiety to kick in?
Yes, I think we're speaking about children, so I think the earliest that we can approach a child is between the ages of 3 to 6, right? So, but they use, let's say, magical thinking. So when it is that you do approach a child between that age, they use magical thinking, but to them, this is something that can be reversible. So
they haven't even separated themselves from you yet in their understanding of the world.
So that in itself is heavy for them, but at the same time, you can't really just dump them with a lot of information, because their brain is not able to handle that load. But then we look at, you know, let's say 7 to 11. They're a little bit more aware of what a serious illness is. So as much as they are a little bit aware, we then should leave room for them to ask questions about it. What do you think? How are you feeling about it?
That speaks to being in control and proactive for them, which is a very powerful thing.
And it's also involving them instead of saying no. Instead, I think one thing that comes to mind, you know, is that when parents are speaking to kids about their serious illness, they tend to be so overwhelmed that it rubs off on the child. So when you're having those conversations, it's important for you not to feel the emotion, but separate yourself from it, because it's offloading on the child.
And I mean, good luck with that in life every day normally, because it is very, very difficult. But maybe, you know, we talk about our love language. Maybe there's a safety language we can start building with our children. You know what makes them feel safe at night. You know what makes them feel secure when they're having their moments. Approach it from that framework, but it also gives you, as a parent, a practical way of approaching this. And we're going to think about that now as we break from this conversation for just a moment, because there's a lot to process here. What do we need to do to ourselves to keep that emotion in check, maybe check our own baggage before we start transferring to our kids? The bottom line is, though, in the most bizarre way, children have this deep wisdom and a resilience that is so strong, but we've got to empower them. And it's often the lack of knowledge that makes us so scared, when the imagination can go crazy. But we want to hear from you. If you are in this situation right now, please share your insights. Sadia is going nowhere. We continue in just a moment.
And we look forward to part 2 of that conversation. But speaking about our children, we want them prepared on all fronts. And as we know, new term vibes are officially in session. Fresh books, big goals, and a bag full of stationery that actually keeps you organized. That's why I've got a pen in hand right now.
Good luck. Good luck to keep me organized.
Let's see what I can write today. Give me a word, any word, and I'll make it so
Jewel.
special. Jewel.
Jewel.
Oh, now you're testing my spelling too.
I know, it's one of those. You had to go back for a second try kind of words, you know?
Did.
Unfortunately, the I'm a Giants not featuring in the PSL report this morning. She knows sports. I mean, she does a deep dive. So I'm going to represent the I'm a Giants this
You're
morning.
right, I'm a Giants. Okay, so if you could keep one bit of stationery that you had growing up in your either zipper bag or your hard case, space case, or maybe you just carried a bunch of pins in the side of your bag.
With an elastic band
Exactly.
to keep them together.
What would it be?
I used to lose my rubber all the time.
No.
Okay, so that was the thing. I was always nicking other people's rubbers. I would nick other people's pens, basically anything.
So you didn't have a space case?
I struggled to keep my stuff, but I would always use it for other things. Make little mini skateboards out of rulers.
What?
And then it was cool, man.
That's very cool. I had a full-on space case, and we call them erasers. And did yours have a sleeve on it?
Oh, probably not. I didn't even have an eraser, so maybe all I had was the sleeve. That's all I had left. And I was like, please, can I use your eraser? And they're like, no, not again. You still got my last one.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm going to keep on decorating this. It's taking me right back to my
because we've got a full colour palette. I think for me, obviously, being visual, I need a lot of colour, and I need to be able to cross-reference. And if colour coding and neat notes are your thing, then listen up, because Artline is giving you guys the chance to win a year's supply. A whole year, guys. You don't understand. And that's back to school essentials worth 5,000 Rand that will keep you in school for the next year and motivated.
I think motivation is the key thing here, because then you want to go to your studies, you want to open your books, you want to write notes every single day. And we definitely need to see what you've had to say about this answer as well. So let's see who is in the running to win this 5,000 Rand voucher. Bhavna saying definitely the Artline correction pens to keep the kids' books neat, along with the Artline 70 permanent marker for outlining art projects to stand out, making it more visual appealing to the eye.
Very much so. They pop.
I love that.
And the spread of colours is insane.
So good.
Sharon Rose Jones saying, as an educator, thanks for weighing in, one can never have enough whiteboard markers and red pens. The red pen. Go easy on the red pen today.
You just triggered me as soon as you said those words together. Millie Lede says, the Artline fine liner pens keep me neat, organized, and always ready to learn. They make note-taking clear, color-coded, and easy to revise. No smudges, no stress. Just focus and productivity all day.
I love that. I do like the fine liners because it does kind of raise the level of your work. 100%. I like that. So what do you think? I'm a Giants. We're going with a gold and green.
Because our blood is green and gold.
Yeah.
I know that's
It's actually quite a nice team. I think we need to.
They're my team.
Can we pitch this to the guys?
Yeah.
Maybe go pitch it to Patrice.
I'm a Giants, and only the
biggest team in Africa.
Only if you're a Giant can you join us. Keep those entries coming on in. We would absolutely love to see it. From your permanent markers to your fine liners and highlighters, simply reply to the competition post on our Expresso social pages and just answer this one question: which Artline stationery item helps you stay neat and organized and ready to learn?
And it's not a test you can fail, guys, so don't get stressed out. It's just, we want to know. Don't forget to hashtag Artline Africa as well. That comp closes Wednesday, the 25th of this month, but you can find those T's and C's on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
I'm a Giants.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for choosing to rejoin this conversation. I know it's a tough one for parents. We are broaching the terrible notion of having to speak to and educate and empower our children when they become seriously ill, and this does carry a massive trigger for me. I would imagine for any parent or any child that is going through this, it is very, very tough. We were talking about practical ways that we can get out of our own way to help our children. Maybe let's start with that conversation. If you are not alone, if you're in a partnership as the parent, how do we connect with each other first to make sure we are okay before we try to empower our child?
It's a very good question because...
Is it an impossible question?
Not necessarily, but you know, I would like to think that parents need to ground themselves first.
Ground themselves.
Yes.
That's lovely.
So you're not just grounding yourself, but you're grounding your spouse or your partner. And that way, if it feels like maybe things are a little bit out of control, you are there to hold each other accountable to being grounded. But while you're also holding each other accountable to that, the key thing that I want to say, even just earlier on as we were speaking, is to make kids feel safe. So when it comes to having these conversations, it's never going to be easy. But once parents treat kids with silence, it often leads to stress and anxiety. So again, we're speaking about the imagination as well. It causes so much more turmoil for the child to be able to deal with, and it impacts their reality.
I was going to say, because they've got no sense of reality then. So often their reality will be set from those moments.
Yes, yes. So, you know, when it comes to parents grounding themselves, they by default also grounding their kids by play. So because kids, I would say, like taking the stance of kids love to play, it's what they do, it's how they communicate. They don't sit like this and, you know, have conversation. They talk through play, or they process through play. So when we're having conversations, let's say between the ages of 3 to 6, even as I mentioned earlier on, is what I'd like to do then is to sit with my child and play with them. So I'm grounding them first.
Become the lightning rod. I don't know why that term keeps jumping through, but if you're in partnership, if one of you is feeling okay, and that role might change because some of you are going to be more emotional, some are going to be more kind of hardline. I'm just thinking within the context of my own life, but if one of you can be that lightning rod to go there, to just take the energy out of it, just be still, play, do that thing. I love that. Find that way in. Maybe, again, thinking practically, what should we avoid? What are those phrases? Because there are a few. You know, we think we're helping our child when we say, be careful, be careful, be careful, but all you're doing is instilling this natural hesitation in terms of their own judgment of things. So I get that, and not like I've ever been able to get that right. Be careful what you say now. So what should we avoid?
It's a good question that you're asking, because I don't think parents are aware of how much weight their words carry. So one of the things that comes to mind is to say, don't worry. I feel like if anybody, just for me as an adult, tells me not to worry
about serious illness,
yes, it's like, okay,
worry,
now I am feeling a bit concerned about it. So instead of saying don't worry, I can say, what is making you feel a little bit anxious about that? So can we talk about it? Or what are you thinking and feeling about what mom or dad told you? I think one of the other things also is, this is an adult conversation, or you are too young to know. You know, which is a big thing.
That's my life script, the fact that they just felt I was too young to know. And that literally has defined my entire life.
But it causes harm, because the reality is that kids know so much things, and they are aware, they are so emotionally... Precisely. So instead of me as a parent saying that you are too young, I can say that I will tell you what matters to you. Which is important, instead of separating yourself from the situation.
And if you can explain to your, and through your tone, they can see that nothing matters to you more than them, you're starting to create this beautiful little loop there. And then you yourself can be open to process with your child, ask their advice in their way. There is a way. You've given us a few beautiful grounding tools here. Is there something that you say to yourself when you need to step out of your own racket and kind of offer advice like you do do for us every day
Yes.
without delving it into yourself. What can parents say to ourselves to ground?
I think the important thing is that you've got this, because oftentimes we create worst case scenarios.
Because we've got to go there.
Yeah, so the moment I create a worst case scenario in my head, I catch myself thinking it of a thought bubble. Is this a helpful thought bubble? Is this a true bubble that I'm having, or thought that I'm having? If it's not true, if it's not helpful, so how can I diminish it, but also do something that is more significant rather than speak to the insignificance of maybe thinking that the child is not capable of receiving it. So
For sure.
children are wise and they can meet us where we're at. So I think instead of us thinking that we want to always protect the kids from pain, shielding them from pain and also preparing them for it is a lot safer than preventing it.
Oh, empower them and empower yourselves through the process. We know this is the most challenging thing that a parent can go through, bar none. So first of all, go light on yourself. If it's not going in the way that you had planned, or if things feel like they are unraveling, make sure that you yourself are checking in and speaking to someone so you can get grounded and be that person for your little person. But we are in your corner 100%. Please, if you've got insights, if you've been through situations like this, please share some of that love with us right now. Thank you so much. Sadia, brilliant. Thank you.
So much.
Well, thank you so much for that conversation. And just like that, we're back in the kitchen because we are preparing ourselves for today's culinary hotline bling. Oh, you're warming up a little bit. I like it. I like it. And this time around, it features the great food currently being served at the Royal Countess Zingara. And we couldn't have executive chef and head of Yum, Emil Goliath, with us on the show without having him on in our kitchen at least first to ask him a couple of questions. So, Emil, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, the debut on Expresso, and I love to see it because you've come with such a wealth of knowledge and experience and something very special. But for people who don't really know about the Royal Countess Zingara, what exactly is it and what do you experience when you go there?
Well, the evening with the Countess is very, very, going to say, immersive. It's people come there, they let their hair down, they just let all ambitions go. And yeah, they just have fun. You get a 4-course dinner while you're watching a magnificent cirque acts in between.
Sure.
So yes, and we've got local singers that sing for everybody and just wonderful, beautiful voices.
I'm just wondering if you do both parts. Now you're cooking, now you're dancing. Now you're cooking, now you're hanging from the roof.
I wish.
One day, Chef Emil, one
Yes.
day. But how long have you been part of this spectacular company and experience?
Well, I started with Zingara in 2008. I traveled all over the country with them, to the UK with them, and then, yeah, when it closed, I left and went to do other things, and now I'm back since last year.
Oh my goodness. I really love the resurgence that's currently happening. I was at the Met this past weekend and there were people dressed up representing the Countess as well, and spectacular, 10s across the board. They looked absolutely fantastic, and it gave me a taste of what you could experience when you go through. So I'm really excited for us on the culinary hotline today. But the amazing acts speak for themselves, and one of the highlights is definitely the food. So how do you and your team put together a 4-course meal every single evening? Do you sweat a little bit?
I sweat a lot. If you know me, I sweat a lot. I normally have a headband on to
Just
catch
to
the
catch
sweat.
it,
Yes.
yeah.
The team that we've got is, most of the staff is from the old team.
Yeah.
Like once we started, everybody heard that we're reopening, they all started coming back home. And yeah, we took most of the staff back. And they were well trained, well taught, which was then under Chef Gretel Ferreira, who's now head of ops. But now I've taken over her position, we're a good team.
Oh, beautiful. So paint me a picture. What is it like in the kitchen? Because, I mean, we've watched so many things, you know, on the series that come out, like The Bear. Are you screaming at one another? Is there silence? Is there music? What's going on?
Well, the only music here is the show, and everything is worked off the cues from the show. But there's lots of screaming. It's a very, very big kitchen. We've got lots of different lines, and about 36 staff working there,
Wow.
so everybody needs to know what to do at exact
And be in
moment.
sync, eh?
Yes.
Because it's kind of like a dance that you guys are doing back there as well.
I'm just the conductor.
You are the conductor, main choreographer, if you
Yes.
will. And we would love to see that happening in our kitchen today. You can shout at Clem. It's okay. He said it's fine if you do that. So what would you say are the 3 most popular dishes at the moment? Paint me a picture of that.
Well, it's to start off, it's always been the chocolate chili fillet. That's the signature dish.
As in steak.
As in steak with chocolate.
Interesting.
Belgian chocolate, yes. You wouldn't think it would work, but everybody loves it. It's just magical together.
Okay.
And then we've got a trio of dessert normally, but I'm going to make a special Valentine's one today, just for Valentine's Day. And yes, we've got the pasta, of course, and we've got a mezze course as well.
And what's your favorite?
Normally desserts.
Desserts? Have you got a sweet tooth?
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, how exciting. I'm here for all of the above. 4 courses and I'm coming hungry is all I'm saying. So what are you preparing today? Because I'm looking behind me for our culinary hotline session. I'm seeing zucchini or baby marrow, and then I'm also seeing blue cheese.
Yes.
That's not dessert, right?
No, it's
okay,
not.
Okay.
It's an odd match, but today I'm going to make a soup, which is a baby marrow and blue cheese soup.
Oh
and
my
then
goodness.
For Remain, we're going to do a Norwegian salmon with black sesame seeds and wasabi mash.
Oh my gosh.
And the dessert will be a red velvet tiramisu.
Right up my alley. I am here, I'm not even leaving the kitchen. I'm going to sit right here for the rest of the show. Chef Emile will be here with us on our culinary hotline. But I've got to ask you, how long will Zingara be running in Cape Town? Because I personally need to experience this live.
Well, we'll be here until mid-May. So if you want to come and see, you better make a booking very soon.
Incredible. And then you move over to Joburg?
We do.
Okay, well, brace yourselves, Josie. It's going to be a good time out in Cape Town. We have until May, as he said, to enjoy this. So just so you know, because I know when I started this, it was a bit shocking. When we go, the culinary hotline bling, you go ting, ting, ting. Okay, I'm going to taste it out now, Chef Emile. It's the culinary hotline bling.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, he's got it. He's part of the family. We love to see it, Mzansi, and we can't wait to get to cooking. Now, we have great news coming your way. We're giving away 2 tickets for you and a +1 to go and watch the Royal Countess Zingara out in Century City in Cape Town. It goes down on Saturday, the 4th of April. Now, all you have to do is visit our social pages and enter the Zingara ticket giveaway post. It's that easy, but in the meantime, stick around right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We still have some cooking to do on the other side of this break.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I told you I'm not leaving this kitchen because right now it's the first installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Yes, Chef Emile. I love to see it. Now today we're in the kitchen with Executive Chef Emile Goliath from the Royal Countess Singara, bringing his signature style and culinary expertise to life. Now Chef Emile is preparing a delicious three-course meal. You heard a little bit earlier, baby marrow and blue cheese soup, followed by sesame-coated Norwegian salmon, and finishing with an indulgent red velvet tiramisu. I've never personally said those three words together, and I can't wait to taste it. Now, if you have any questions or a culinary conundrum, let us know on 063-036-9649. This is your opportunity to send a voice note and ask Chef Emile himself. So many ingredients before us, Chef Emile. I can help you at any point. Where do we begin?
Sure. Well, we've got some oil and butter in the pan already.
Nice.
So we've got some chopped onions. I'm just gonna, if you want to, I can show you how to
Show
chop
me
them.
how. I'm going to switch our pan on so long. I'll put it on low
Yes.
because I know that butter burns quite quickly.
So we're just gonna cut them into small little
Oh, you did that
pieces.
so quickly.
I'll show you another one now.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, so half,
Just across.
and then across again, and then just into little chunks.
Okay, I got it. I love, what do you call it? Do you call them zucchinis or baby marrows?
Baby marrows. A lot of people don't know the word zucchini.
Okay,
it's
so
easy
baby
to
marrow it
explain to you
is.
yeah.
I love a baby marrow. Yo, it is so good. I make this medley of vegetables,
Yes.
and this is like the main one with broccoli.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So putting in the onions, you're gonna fry that off with some garlic.
Yum. And can you use any onion, or are we going for the
We're
white
just going
one?
for the white, yes.
Yeah.
Red is not really suitable for soup.
Okay, why is that?
It's just sweeter. I think the white onion gives it a better flavor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfection.
Yeah. So then, when you're done with the baby marrow, I can hide them
Yes. Sorry,
here.
I'm not going fast enough, Chef. Sorry.
You go a little bit faster.
Okay, you take
No,
that so
everything
long
is
and
on
I'll cut
timing.
the rest.
Everything is timing.
It's my day one in the kitchen. It's my day one. Okay, do you have a phrase that you use when you're telling somebody, hurry up, like, and this is family TV, so
No,
if
no,
it's not savory for TV, don't say it.
Not really. Normally there's a lot of screaming
There's a
happening because it's very intense.
Okay,
It's
well,
very
yes,
intense at that
Chef.
moment. So
I got
yeah, we
you.
just try and everybody knows what to do at certain times.
Right, and then you have different people at different stations, right?
Yes,
so you'd
we do.
have someone cutting,
Yes.
someone, I don't know, dipping.
Yes, a lot
Someone
of people
frying.
is like we do most of the prep during the day.
Oh,
and
right.
then in the evening is basically just putting everything finishing off and putting everything together.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They say that if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail.
Yeah,
so
that is correct.
that's something I'm taking with me.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, ooh.
Zucchini cooks
They're
quite
just jumping
quickly,
out the
no?
pot here.
Yeah. It's a party now.
So
Is that good,
that
Chef?
is more than enough.
You're
Thank
making
you.
me
You don't have to go
nervous.
to
Oh,
any. Yeah.
Okay, we'll come to those later.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying these cook quite quickly, so you don't even need that
Yes.
much time with them.
We're just going to add them to the pot
Yum.
and then cure it. And give it a little stir. Let them all get coated in the butter and the oil. We
Nice.
use some olive oil, extra virgin.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
And real butter.
real butter.
Real-
Nobody uses fake butter.
No marge, no margarine here, real butter. Okay, for the sake of TV, we might need to just like skip a few
Yeah.
steps, or timing-wise at least. So some salt and pepper goes
Yeah.
in.
Next, we're going to add in some cream.
Is this is the cream?
Yeah, we can
Okay,
add
perfect.
some of that.
So do you prefer like a blended soup, or do you prefer bits of chunks of the
It
cube?
depends what kind of soup it is, but this one will be blended.
Okay.
Because you need, the blue cheese needs to be blended in with so that the flavors mix together. Blend
Delicious.
together.
And Graham always says he likes a bit of funk in his food, and blue cheese is like the funkiest cheese,
Yeah,
eh?
yes.
It packs a punch. It is so delicious, so fragrant as well. And we're using a lot. We're not
Yes.
holding back on this
So we're
one.
going to be cooking this or simmer this for about 20 minutes or so.
Oh.
Once that is done, we're going to take it off the heat, and then we're going to add our blue cheese.
Well, let's
and
go
we're gonna
ahead.
blend. Okay?
We'll see the
So
finished
this-
product, but do not, in your mind,
In
20
your-
minutes have passed?
yes.
All right. Blue
Okay.
cheese, let's
So
go
we're
in.
taking that off the heat. Now we're just going to crumble that in.
Okay.
You can use as much as you want to.
Because, yeah,
A lot
blue
of
cheese
people,
does, it's a lot of flavor,
It's
hey?
a lot of flavor. Some people don't like it. Some people like a little bit.
And you like a lot of bits.
A little bit.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Yes.
I say you could have blue cheese on the side. So if you want more, you could always add
Okay.
some
Do
in.
you mind stirring that for me while I
Oh,
just
of
rinse off the
course.
cream?
I got you. Do you see? I have earned the trust of Chef Emile. I am stirring our soup now. Thank you, Chef.
So once
that
all of that
smells
is blended,
incredible.
then we're going to mix. Now we're going to have to blend it.
What happens to the
But with
garlic? Does it go
the
in?
garlic went in with the onions already. Yeah, so the garlic onions goes first.
This
in
is
the
so
butter.
simple.
Very simple, very easy, quick to do.
Well, I love that. If you're confused or maybe you lost a step along the way, there is a QR code on your screen right now. Scan it with your phone's camera and it will take you straight to this recipe. I'm not promising that will taste as good as ours, but you can try your hand at it and see. I assume this is for dishing.
That is for dishing, yes.
I will
We've
not the
got-
portion control, Chef.
You can have a few glasses if you want. So we've got the finished product over here.
Okay.
That is what it looks like.
Beautiful.
This has already been blended. So the best way to do this is to, like I showed you, the blue cheese goes at the end. And you blend it nicely. That gives it a creamy texture. And you also need to use a nice high-speed blender when you do this.
So do you add any more liquid to it, like stock or anything? Nothing.
You can if you want to,
Yeah.
but cream, that's all you need.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
I assume
So
you're
we're
going to
gonna-
use that. I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
pour this into- yeah.
Okay, there you go. That makes sense.
Okay. So otherwise, if you're using this, it's going to be a little bit messy
It
if you're going to into
is.
that little glass.
Now I'm picking up tips and tricks along the way here. Would you serve it in something like this at the restaurant?
That's what we use at the restaurant, yes. We
perfect.
use little glasses. It goes on a meze course, so you get a lot of different meze items, which is marinated olives,
Ooh, my fave.
some toasted pita,
Ooh, yummy.
dolmades.
What are
else?
dolmades?
Dolmades is spiced rice that's wrapped in pickled vine leaves.
Oh, okay. Yummy. And then would I do it like a shot or do I eat it
No,
with
you
a
just
spoon?
you just drink it as a little drink.
Beautiful.
Do this last little bit of cream.
Okay. Oh my gosh, do you understand? I'm front row and center with Countess Zingara and Chef Emile. So what are you doing now with the
We're
cream?
just whipping this a little bit, and this is going to be the decoration on the top. Just a little splash of cream,
I just got a
and
whiff
then
of
we're
that.
gonna
Ooh, that's nice.
we're gonna finish it off with some za'atar spice, which is a Middle Eastern spice.
Okay. I'll be on standby with that. Just like a little sprinkle.
Just a little sprinkle on the top.
But now we can't do all of this and not taste it.
No, you can
There's one
definitely
spoon for
taste
me.
it.
Do you have a
No, you
spoon?
just drink it as a little drink.
Oh, you just drink
Yeah.
it? Okay. Let me prepare myself.
You like it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness. I'm a big soup girly, and this is 100% right up there. Chef Emile, what an incredible start to the first segment of the Culinary Hotline. We've got 2 more coming your way, and yes, a dessert too. We can't wait to see you. I'm going to finish this, and I'll see you right now.
Only you can make my day.
Make 2026 your breakthrough year. You could win a 200,000 Rand study bursary and a laptop with Richfield. Head over to Expresso's social pages and tell us how a Richfield study bursary would enrich your future and help you reach your goals. Use hashtag YourFutureEnriched and hashtag Richfield. Then click the link in the post to complete your entry. Entries close 13th February. T's and C's apply. Visit expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. Yes, just a small matter of a World Cup to broach. We can send a part of our spirit to the Proteas, that fire. We know we got it in us because they need it. They've just arrived in India for officially the T20 World Cup for 2026, and Captain Aidan Markram insists this tournament is a clean slate after the pain and agony of 2024 and that final, of course, fueled by an incredible SA20 and carrying that form over a very powerful top order and a very experienced bowling attack, quite well balanced as well. South Africa begin their campaign up against Canada on Monday in Ahmedabad. I'm going to be playing India a little bit later today, and that's massive. Mr. Warren LaRue, our favorite cricketing analyst, I feel like we've been training for this moment. We've earned the right to be able to talk about this. We're peaking at the right time. Are the Proteas peaking at the right time? How are you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling great, firstly, for myself. But for the Proteas, who knows? I mean, look, we've just come off a great domestic tournament. So I think going into it, we probably have to have the most prep done out of all the nations currently.
I mean, we saw it against the Windies. Even the West Indians playing in the SA20 were on top form. That form does carry over. What does a clean slate mean? Are we talking sports psychology here? We have to embrace these moments in our past rather than just ignore them so they become a hiccup when we get to the semis. Is that what we are doing here? What's in the mindset of the Proteas, do you think, with a proclamation like that?
I think the heartbreak of the last final will obviously be in the back of our minds, coming so close.
Yeah.
You know, that boundary check where Sky caught it right on the boundary. It will be in the back of our minds, but I think we're such a strong side mentally going to the Test Championship and having won that at Lords, where so many people would have written us off against Australia. Now we're playing in India and Sri Lanka respectively, but I mean, playing India again, it's almost like a great shot at redemption. You would like to think that with the composure that a lot of the batsmen have shown throughout this domestic tournament, heading into this World Cup, I wouldn't be too nervous. But one thing that I should take into account is that I think that it is a very spin-friendly wicket in Sri Lanka.
I was going to ask, because we've seen a kind of a shift in the Indian wickets as their pace attack has been quite dominant as well. We've seen some of the best exponents of quick bowling, I think, in the world coming out of India. I think courtesy of the IPL in smaller boundaries. You just got to be so on fire. How different is this going to be? Like when you say spin-friendly, are we going to see only spin attacks? How do you think this is going to play out, and what does it mean for the Proteas?
Graham, I generally wouldn't be surprised if in Sri Lanka we actually see 20 overs of just spin. So 5 spinners being bowled, be it part-timers and actual fully fledged spinners. I can definitely just see a game where we'll see 20 overs of just flat-out spin. Yesterday, England played Sri Lanka in Palakele in Sri Lanka, and we saw England use a part-time spinner in Jacob Bethel, bowling the 18th and 20th over respectively, and defending a score of, I think, 126, if I'm not mistaken.
Like 4 for 11 or something.
No, it was ridiculous. Him and Liam Dawson bowling 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20, which you just never see. Spinners bowling at the death. So I think those Sri Lankan wickets are made for spinners, which is why we look at our spinning attack. Who's going to step up then? We're speaking of experience, Keshav Maharaj. A guy like Simon Harmer, I maybe would have liked to have seen included in the squad just as
to fill those blanks,
Exactly, as a third option, because we do have Linda.
Yeah, I think, and he is loving his cricket. I had a chance to spend some time with him and Kagiso and Rashid Khan from Afghanistan, a dark horse there without a doubt. I think he's clocked the matrix when it comes to T20, but I think our quicks, they've got the death bowling down. It's our spin bowlers that have an opportunity here. Who are those dark horses? I can mention Afghanistan. I will always back that team now. They are fairy tale stuff. Who else makes you scared from a Proteas perspective?
I do agree with you with Afghan in a big way. The reason being because they have such a strong spinning lineup. I mean, half their team are spinners. I think they maybe play Faruqi. He's been their out-and-out pace bowler over the last few years. But they are a team who I can generally see bowling 20 overs of solid spin.
And they're playing in the best leagues, Big Bash, SA20, all over the world. They're getting tested. Is this our year? How are you feeling, bud?
I like to think that it is our year, but again, we say that every single time. But again, I think if we can just bowl at the right times and bowl in the right areas with our spinners, we'll do so well in Sri Lanka because of Kesh's experience. He's been playing forever.
And he leads when he plays well as well. He gets the most out of the play.
He's had the captaincy experience as well before. So a guy like Linda and him both have tons of experience. So I'd like to think that if we do have to rely on a third and fourth spinner, I can see Markram definitely coming in as a part-timer. And he bowls more and more often. He's almost hardly a
It's a clean slate for Markram, okay? It's a clean slate for all of us. Check your sporting baggage at the door. We get our campaign underway. I think on Monday evening it's going to be a spectacular T20 World Cup, courtesy of the amazing domestic leagues we've seen here in South Africa as well. So all the best to the Proteas as they start their pre-campaign against India later today.
Well, it's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's get straight to your national news headlines. Now we get started with President Cyril Ramaphosa, who's saying that government remains determined to strengthen the regulatory and policy environment to further grow tourism. Now, writing in his weekly newsletter, Ramaphosa noted South Africa's welcomed about 10.5 million international visitors last year, up 17 points, growing trust in the country's brand, safety and value for money. Meanwhile, Tourism Minister Patricia de Lille is pursuing visa reforms, improved air connectivity and increased investment from Asian markets to attract even more visitors to the country. In other local news, Leonard Lekgoto has been appointed acting head of the Special Investigating Unit, following the departure of Andy Motibi to the National Prosecuting Authority. Now, the SIU describes Lekgoto as a leader driven by integrity and accountability. His career spans more than 2 decades, beginning with the Scorpions, where he investigated organized crime, fraud and cybercrime. Now, since joining the SIU, he has held senior roles including Chief Forensic Investigator and Chief Operations Officer. Lekgoto holds an LLB, a BSc Honours and specialized cyber law qualifications. In your international news-making headlines, former U.S. President Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton have agreed to testify before a House Oversight Committee examining ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, a spokesperson says the couple welcomes the opportunity, heading off a potential contempt vote. Now, Bill Clinton has acknowledged past contact with Epstein, but says ties were cut years before allegations emerged. The case continues to cast a shadow over Washington, involving prominent figures across politics and business, including President Trump. Now, the Justice Department recently released the final batch of investigative files linked to Epstein. Now we head into another bit of news right now, where Somaliland says it expects to reach a trade partnership and Israel following its recognition as an independent state. President Abdulrahman Mohammed Abdullahi says discussions are focused on investment, trade and access to Israeli technology. Now he says Somaliland could offer mineral resources, including lithium, oil and gas, as part of future cooperation. While no deal has yet been signed, Abdullahi says engagement with Israeli business and government is expected soon. Now, Israel's move has drawn criticism from Somalia, the African Union, and several global powers. Let's get into that final bit of news today. To end off your 7 o'clock news, we're going into India's largest wildlife rescue organization, who is blending ancient wisdom and modern science to help elephants heal. Now, Wildlife SOS has begun using acupuncture to treat chronic pain, nerve damage and mobility issues in rescued elephants once used for labor or even begging. The breakthrough began with Bani, an orphaned calf left paralyzed after an accident, prompting veterinarians to seek alternative therapies alongside conventional care. Now, training with international specialists unlocked the potential of acupuncture, now used across several rescue centers. The results have been uplifting, easing things like arthritis, digestive problems, and inflammation, as well as helping elephants regain comfort and movement. Now, for these gentle, often abused giants, healing is finally within reach. Well, it seems like the world is healing little by little. That is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's see what's happening in the world of sports with Gray.
A whole new meaning to elephant shoe. Absolutely love that prelude to a brilliant sports report. Let's get the tail of the tape from yesterday. Orlando Pirates, you're back on top. Beat AmaZulu 2-0 at the Moses Mabhida Stadium to seize the Premiership lead. Now 3 points ahead of Mamelodi Sundowns at the top. Relebohile Mafokeng opening the scoring in the 16th minute. Oh, talk about adding insult to injury. A late own goal from Darren Johnson, then sealing that victory. So Sutu, they did press late, unable though to find a reply as Pirates keep that clean sheet, 3 points clear at the top. Now let's get back into that cricketing moment that we spoke about a moment ago. Jacob Bethel produced a match-winning spell as England completed their clean sweep, a 3-0 T20 series sweep with a 12-run victory over Sri Lanka in Palakele. So defending 128 England spinners did the job. They dominated as Bethel claimed career best figures, in fact, for 4 for 11 to bowl the hosts up for 116. And our victory giving England some nice momentum heading into the T20 World Cup officially. Now we get into rugby, and it's all about the Six Nations now, and what a campaign as Ireland and France have now named their teams for tomorrow's Six Nations opener in Paris, with Sam and Clan Prendergast starting together for the first time. That's brothers in Ireland, obviously, while France welcome back captain fantastic Antoine Dupont following his injury. So both sides showing some notable changes with several regular starters missing through injury or selection. Still early days. Now let's get into the cup action on our European footballing front, which has been amazing this week. So Arsenal continue their amazing form, beating Chelsea 1-0 in the second leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final to now complete that 4-2 aggregate victory at the Emirates and continue their incredible season. With Chelsea pushing late on, substitute Kai Havertz struck in stoppage time after a Declan Rice break, extending Arsenal's unbeaten run against the Blues and sending the Gunners into their first cup final since 2020. Going to be quite a year indeed. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. In case you missed anything, let's get into the traffic and weather.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's check in what's happening with your roads on this Wednesday morning. Now we get start out in Brackenfell out in Cape Town, where an accident has occurred on the N1 inbound after Old Park Road, or Old Oak Road rather. All lanes are open, but traffic remains slow moving as a result of congestion. So do allow for some extra travel time, and as always, as you head on out there, Mzansi, we ask that you buckle up and remain safe on the roads and arrive alive. Well, that's where we leave your roads for now. Let's see what's happening in your weather. Now we get started out in Polokwane, where on this Wednesday, you'll start with mostly sunny conditions. Now temperatures will start off with a low of 16 and reach a warm 31 degrees, with light winds expected to come through from the east, but beautiful weather all the way around. From Polokwane, let's head over to Klerksdorp now, where you can expect mostly sunny conditions for your region, starting out with a low of 19 and peaking at a 33-degree high today. Now, winds are expected to come through from the north, and they are light. In terms of the rest of your week, though, it does look like summer is here to stay. We head to Pretoria next, where you'll experience mostly sunny skies today, 18 as your low, peaking at a 32-degree high today in Pretoria. As for the rest of your week, the 30s do remain dominant throughout into the weekend. Well, what are you saying, Johannesburg, in terms of your temperatures today? 16 is your low and 29 degrees is your high, with mostly sunny skies all the way round. Looking at the rest of your week, those sunny skies do continue, but the clouds slowly start coming through from the weekend, bringing in a rainy start to next week. Out in Mbombela, 17 is your low with a 30-degree high today. Mostly sunny skies all the way round, so you can expect some good weather with temperatures for the rest of the week also looking fantastic, reaching just above 30 degrees. Well, Bloemfontein, you're up next. You're going to be having some afternoon showers today. 19 is your low with a 36-degree high and moderate winds expected to come through from the north today. And the clouds do start coming in, a 25% chance of rain tomorrow, and that only increases as we head into the weekend. In Richards Bay, it is a partly cloudy day on this Wednesday, 23 as your low, with a 32-degree high today. Today looks like a balmy, beautiful summer's day, but tomorrow the wind does make its way through, which prepares us for next week's wet weather. In Durban, you can expect mostly sunny skies today. It starts at 23, which is a warm one, and peaks at just 7 degrees more at 30 degrees today out in Durbs. But good weather all around as we make our way into the weekend. It does start raining. Mthatha, let's see what's happening on your side of town. Partly cloudy conditions in Mthatha today, 21 as your low with a 34-degree high today. Your winds will be light and expected to come through from the southeast as the day develops. 80% chance of rain is what you're looking at. While out in Cradock, your region will experience partly cloudy skies on your side of town. 19 as your low, 36 as your high. As we're looking into the week, it is a wet one lying ahead, so do prepare yourself for that. Obeja and GQ, you'll experience some scattered thunderstorms today, starting out with a 22-degree low and peaking at 29 degrees with moderate winds expected from the southeast. 25% chance of rain today. Tomorrow that increases to 60%, so brace yourselves for some wet weather. In gorgeous George today, you'll experience rainfall on your side of town with a 21-degree low and a 27-degree high today in gorgeous George. Winds are light and expected to come through from the southeast, but there is an 80% chance of rain, so do pay attention. Out in Cape Town, you start off your Wednesday with mostly cloudy morning skies. 19 is your low with 27 as your high. Now the winds will be making their way through today, and that continues over the next couple of days. Well, from Cape Town, let's move on over to Sutherland this morning, where you'll experience partly cloudy skies. Now, in terms of your temperatures, it's a 16-degree low with a 27-degree high today. Your winds will be present. There'll be light coming through from the west, and you will have a 60% chance of rain today. Kimberley, let's head on over to you, where today will bring abundant sunshine to your region with a 21-degree low and a 38-degree high today. It's a scorcher out in Kimberley. Now, moderate winds are welcomed and expected to come through from the north or west today. And do enjoy the warm weather, because as we go into next week, the chances of rain does increase. We end off with Uppington, where today you'll experience some sunny skies. In terms of your wind, it will be light from the northwest, and when it comes to your temperatures, 23 is your low with a 41-degree high today. Super hot out in Uppington. Always remember the three things: sunscreen, electrolytes for your hydration, and then of course some watermelon for a good time. We wish you all the best out in Uppington today, but let's turn our eyes over to the mother city, out in Plumstead in particular. This gorgeous morning view was sent from Die Goldblatt. Die. We die for this morning view, my goodness. That is such a beautiful way to open your eyes and wake up to a gorgeous Wednesday morning. And thank you for also allowing us to experience what it's like to see the morning through Di's eyes. We appreciate you, and we wish you a beautiful day ahead, and keep on sending what the morning looks like through your eyes. Our WhatsApp line will remain open, not just for Di, but for the rest of you, Mzansi, to let us know exactly what the rest of the week is looking like. Now, the second hour of the show is upon us. Let's see what else we've got to get into.
Oh, my friend, I'm just wondering how we're going to wrap our mouths around the clicks coming to the Eastern Cape. Our meteorology is going to be put to the ultimate test. Now, right now, we want to open the circle and increase the love. And we want you to be in it to win it by playing Lotto. Your timing's good, eh?
Perfect.
Wow.
For the money, always.
Number. Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2. 37 million rand sitting in that little kitty today. That is massive for your Wednesday, so please don't get left behind. Lotto weighing in 24 million. Lotto plus 1, 10 million rand. And not to be forgotten, Lotto plus 2, 3 milli today.
Oh my goodness, millies all the way around. Buy your tickets, please, now in store. You can head to the website. It's nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app for you to download. There is cell phone banking, or you could head to your keypad and dial these numbers, *120 *7529 hash, and that's your USSD.
It sounds like you've dialed them fast before.
Multiple times.
Really, really quick. However you choose to do it, just do it. And you can stop by the Expresso socials for a reminder of all of those modes, and then just go and play and hopefully win big. Your Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2, estimated at 37 million rand.
My
today.
goodness, I know what I would do with 37 million. I would try to get Chef Emile into my kitchen every day to make that soup for breakfast, to make the salmon for lunch, and to make the tiramisu for dessert.
The poor man was in the kitchen till 2:30 in the morning last night. We woke him up at 3:30 this morning to bring him in here to cook magic in the kitchen. This poor man. And we're not going to let him go. We've got him for another hour and a half, and we're going to save every second. You can join with your questions for the culinary hotline. Bling!
Ting,
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 ting.
Only you can make my day.
I said yes!
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, TriPark is ready when everyday pain hits. Because when it comes to headaches, toothache, and cold and flu, Gogo knows best. It's the trusted pain powder she keeps close because it's ready to work in 8 seconds so you can keep it moving. Right now, we're going to head into another installment of the Culinary Hotline. It is, of course, Valentine's Day being around the corner, so let's see which meal we're going to get into.
Yes, welcome back to the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting. As in life, he just glides through. Chef Emile has got the coolest energy. Thank you so much for being here. I know we are pushing you, but I know you got out of your kitchen at about 3 this morning. But that's the chef's life. We're under pressure, so we're going to put you on TV and put you under even more pressure. When you open your account with something so bespoke and cute and personalized and beautiful like that, I mean, that embodies the restaurant and the experience. I love it. How do we raise the stakes? Not with a steak, with a piece of fish.
Oh, yes. We're doing the Norwegian salmon, black sesame encrusted with a wasabi mash. We've got a lemon cream and salsa fresca.
You had me on hello. You had me on hello. There are so many jumping off points here. What I love about this is this kind of smacks of something I, as a completely useless but loving foodie, would want to emulate or try to do. So let's demystify this process. Where do we begin?
Okay. So I would normally begin with my mashed potato because it goes with the wasabi mash at the bottom. So I would put on boil your onions as if you're going to make mash normally.
Okay.
And then you're just going to add some wasabi powder to it. You don't want to make it too hot, so you start off little by little. Yes. Because if you do put in a big spoon, you can't take it out again.
As in life, my friend, as in life.
So you're going to start little by little, and you're going to do it to your
taste.
To your taste, yes.
And that's so clever, because we love a mash kind of softens the party a little bit, but the wasabi kicks it into a higher gear again.
That's
what a beautiful compliment, the fish and the wasabi. I love that. Okay, so our mash looks beautiful. Well done to our amazing kitchen team. Now we want to make sure we look after these 2 beautiful fillets of fish. They look gorgeous.
Okay. So now we're going to just coat this quickly. So what we can do is, let me just take this one here. Oh, you can pass it. Thank you. I'm going to add some sesame seeds.
These blackened sesame seeds, is there a process? Are they...
No process. Best using the raw seeds.
Okay.
Because you are going to toast the fish. Or sear the fish, so then that's toasting the sesame at the same time.
In the process, brilliant.
Yeah. And we're just going to coat it. Normally just press on the seeds. We're not going to sprinkle it because then it's not going to stick as much.
Indent, for sure.
So we just press it lightly onto the fish.
And it bonds beautifully. Yes. It's almost like they were made to go together. Hey.
If you wanted to bond even better, you can always rub it with a little bit of olive oil, light.
Just a little bit of olive oil, okay.
And then that will even...
Because I would imagine we're not cooking for very long. We've got to really look after fish like this.
Yes, it goes in quickly, maybe like 1 minute each side. You still want it nice and pink and raw on the inside.
But
you want it
soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a nice crust on the outside.
I just now have a feeling people are going to be sesame crusting as many things as they can. Let's go for it. I want to see some some
So now we're going to just put it into the hot pan. Must always watch out. With the sesame, they tend to, you can see, bounce all over the place.
Can I give it a go?
Yes, you can. Let me just put some more sesame on for you.
You're not playing around either with a nice hot pan there.
Pan always has to be hot when you're making salmon because you don't want to poach it and overcook it. So hot pan.
That sounded quite judgy. You don't want to poach it, okay? I feel like there was a veiled... you've been burnt before. I get it, dude. I get it. We all have those moments.
You know how sensitive salmon can get.
Exactly. Buddy, do you have that thing in the kitchen?
Yeah.
That your sous chefs and those that support you know, like just don't go there with the meal. Yes. Don't cross that line. Yes. What are those lines for you?
You know, there's so many. I normally just try and keep my cool because there's so many staff and so many different, can I say, people that I'm working with. So I just try and adapt to each one of them.
That's beautiful because we seem to have moved out of this era of draconian head chefs. Ruling with an iron fist.
There's no more throwing off pots.
Maybe just one pot. Come on, you've got to give someone their due because I think, like live TV, a live kitchen is one of the most unforgiving places because you've got one gateway.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
You either win or you lose, and that person will never come back, or they'll come back every week.
Yeah. But my team, very well trained, So that's why the meals we send out is perfect every single time.
See, that's why that again sounded like
we
a veil.
serve-
That's why they're perfect every single
And
time.
we serve about 400, 450 meals a night.
How are you even still standing? Let's hear from Benita. She weighed in with a little bit of a voice note. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Hi, Chef Emile. I would like to know where you find your inspiration for your menus, and can't wait to experience Madame Zangara.
Does that voice
Myself and
sound...
the family.
It sounds
From
familiar, yes.
your cousin.
From your cousin,
Yes,
there it is, Benita. We love
She's
you,
in
girl.
Johannesburg. So,
In
yeah.
Josie,
Yeah, so she's
oh.
waiting for the tent to come up to Johannesburg.
Oh, and I think with relish, she is
Yeah.
waiting. That's beautiful.
So
Which
let's-
plate
if
would
you
you
can
like?
give me
there?
that one over there.
I'll give you
So
that
we can
one.
Let the fish rest a little bit.
I'll take that guy out of the way. So where does, it's a beautiful question, thank you so much. Where does your inspiration come from? Is it a daily thing? Do you go back into your mama's
Well,
recipe
we do go
book?
back into archives, or I sometimes do, but most of the time I try and just see what I feel like, and yeah, you know, read the room, basically.
Oh man, this job is more like TV than I ever
Okay,
could
so
have
we're
dreamed.
going to start plating because I've
Okay.
got the mash, which we've, like I said, prepared beforehand. The salmon is cooked. We've also got the salsa fresca, which is just basically small chopped peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. We've got some red onion, cucumber, mint, and coriander chopped up finely. And that
Fresh
gets mixed,
pop.
yes, mixed together with a little bit of Tabasco, honey, and vinegar.
Yes, I might have dreamt you up. You know that. I might have dreamt you up as a figure of my imagination.
So start off with olive oil, extra virgin.
Okay, this is where you and I need to start managing our own expectations, okay? Bearing in mind he did 450 of these plates last night, okay? So if it feels like...
So this is just the soya reduction, which is soya sauce with some sugar, and then you reduce it until it's syrupy. That's all you need to do. So now we're going to start
You've just
with the
done 2 circles on a plate, and it looks like a work of art, bud. That is insane.
So we're going to do some wasabi mash.
It's
Okay.
gorgeous. Will you send things back if they don't look perfect?
No, well, in another restaurant?
Yeah.
Not really. Not really. I'm a very fussy eater. There's a lot of things I do not eat, but, you know, try out when you
You
go
got
to
it, man, for
different
the
places.
purposes of the job,
Yes.
hey.
So
Okay,
that's-
so this is rocket.
That is rocket. So we just the wasabi at the wasabi mash at the bottom. We top it off with the rocket. Then the salmon goes on top.
So you've lent into quite a lot of herbaceousness. There's some strong flavors in here. For a fish dish, you've
But
really kind of
you'll
expanded
see that they all blend very well
beautifully together.
This is the lemon cream.
I mean,
This is just cream cheese with some lemon juice, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and Malden salt.
wow. What I'm loving is these are all things we've got in our kitchen. We just, albeit we use a different name when we are throwing it together, but this is stuff that we can try to, I stress, emulate ourselves.
Then we're
But
gonna
for me, it's the continuity between everything, how each individual element shines, yet comes together so beautifully. Oh my word, look at that.
Little lemon wedge,
Because you
and
must.
then just the garnish.
You even empower your diner by giving them a part of the process to finish themselves. That is beautiful,
That is
man.
our dish for
You
today.
are amazing, dude. You are amazing. If you've got any questions for Chef Emile, any observations about the way he does the magic that he does in the kitchen, maybe you want to try and emulate yourself, maybe you pulled off something with the sesame seeds and want to show us, please share the love. Absolutely adore this. We are going to do, I'm not going to ruin this for the gram just yet. I will have a little taste in a moment, or I might even share with Carissa. The culinary hotline continues. We are not, I told you, we're not letting Emile go for the next 24 hours. In fact, someone else is going to have to be in the restaurant tonight. You're amazing, guy. Keep it coming because it is the culinary hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting,
ting. There we go.
And just another reminder for you, Mzansi, that Tri-Park is ready when everyday pain hits. Because when it comes to headaches, toothache, and colds and flu, Gogo knows best. It's the trusted pain powder she keeps close because it's ready to work in literally 8 seconds, so you can keep it moving. And this month of love, celebrate the love for your gogo with TriPark and stand a chance to win one of 10 1,500 Rand cash sends. All you have to do is pop over to the TriPark Facebook page and follow the entry steps. Now, T's and C's, of course, apply. TriPark, the name gogo knows and trusts. Now, straight after the break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we get into more goodness. You thought we reached our peak. No, we still have more to go. Another recipe from Chef Emile. And then, of course, Babette is with us in studio. She's, of course, standing by with the performance. And then we also get to know the woman behind the music. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've been having the time of our lives this morning. It's the month of love. We're feeling good. And this morning we're about to feel even better because we're joined by South African artist Babette, celebrating her powerful new single. It's called Stronger Than a Phoenix. Now, this is an anthem about reclaiming your strength and also rising after life's toughest moments have really knocked you down. Let's take a look at all this talent.
Turned around to watch you burn, smiling with no concern. 'Cause I stood up from the fire, healed from all your gashes, rebuilt from the ruins, risen from the ashes. I am not one to be held down, will never let myself drown.
Let it flow over you while you give a massive round of applause. Babette is here.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Sure. Welcome to the crazy, as you usually say.
Yeah,
Grace.
but I think you got a little crazy in you. I think you fit right in.
I'm not
here.
crazy. I'm totally insane.
Exactly.
I love
Maybe
that.
we've been building up our crazy to host you. Congratulations.
Thank you
Whenever
so
there's
much.
new music, we just revel in it. And I know your fans are desperate. This is slightly different as well, which, if I look at your life and the music that you've released in the different stages of your life, it's this beautiful snapshot. But for us, we don't see the color in between. When you say stronger than a phoenix, that says to me something's informed this journey. Are you all right? What did they do to you? Where can we find them?
We ride at dawn.
We will sort them out.
No, yeah, I went through a breakup, obviously. But I think it's a lot of stuff in my life that happened. I think as humans, we kind of die and rebirth quite a lot.
True.
And so for a phoenix, especially, you burn, you come up, you burn, you come up, and you rise. And so I wrote the song.
And you almost have to burn to rise.
To
That's the
rise.
nature of it. I
And
love
here
that.
you are, risen and looking absolutely beautiful. What do you really want your fans and even you fans to feel when they listen to that song?
Hope.
Hope?
Hope.
Yeah.
And to know that, you know, life gets better. And it's okay not to be okay. Just remember that you'll be fine in a couple of days, months, years, but it will be.
Yeah. Healing's also
okay.
non-linear, so like it'll
Yes.
happen eventually.
And of course, you've got and I hope you don't mind me going there because you've been quite open about your battle with breast cancer.
Yes.
So when you talk about standing back up again, it's not just in an emotional context. It's every fiber of your being, kind of a reinvention of yourself. Talk us through this particular phase of your life? First of all, how are you
I'm
within
great.
yourself?
I'm
good to hear.
5 years treatment free now.
Come on.
So I'm really happy.
We love that.
But yes, I was diagnosed in COVID.
Sure.
So with triple negative breast cancer, which is quite aggressive and more common in younger women.
Okay.
So I had to get chemo and I had a double mastectomy with reconstruction. And the whole process took about a year.
Wow, and then the healing takes so
The
much
healing takes
longer after
longer.
that. My goodness, it's so good to see you sitting here, feeling good, looking incredible as well. We also know that you recently took part in an awareness campaign around cancer too. How was that for you?
That was one of the best things I've ever done in my life.
Tell us
We
more.
broke a Guinness World Record
Get out.
for the most awareness ribbons on a car.
My goodness, how does that work?
So we got all the ribbons.
Yeah.
And then we put, what do you call it, like double-sided tape on the
Yes.
car.
I don't think there's an Afrikaans term for double-sided tape, but it's okay. It's all right.
And then we just went for it. We were, it was
Wow.
me, Billy Cowley,
Yeah.
Kate Hayes, which is a 9-year-old, and Anal Alexander.
Oh my goodness. And you guys broke a world
We
record.
broke it.
Has everything changed for you now? Because your music has changed
Yes.
quite dramatically, and that speaks to a different person. Does it feel different now? What you want out of music, has that changed?
Yes, it has. I want to write more deeper, meaningful lyrics.
Wow.
Where before I had cancer, I was more like, I'll sing about anything.
Baby chocolate.
Yes.
I've got an Afrikaans track coming, A Casanova.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't
We
worry.
were waiting.
It's okay. You'll be all right.
Can't just be sad the whole time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Joy is part of healing as well and part of the journey. I've got to ask you though, is advocacy still an important part of your work? Do you make it part of your everyday, or is it just like a campaign a year that you will put some effort into?
I think awareness-wise, I'll do one campaign a year, but I am involved with women going through breast cancer every day.
I love that one-on-one support
Yeah.
where it's needed most.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you for being who you are and the light that you are. And we're so grateful that you're here to be able to share that with Mzansi as well. You're preparing for a performance.
I love it. You know what I love about songs like this is when you talk about giving someone hope, sometimes hope starts with, it's not a soft thing. It can be quite a, okay, I'm going to get up off my butt and I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to live. I'm going to be that person. The song kind of makes you feel like that. So I cannot wait. In fact, you can go and make your way to the stage. Babette, it is your opportunity to shine once again on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We are here about stories for resilience and reinvention. We love that, but we also love the fact that there is an emotional connection through our music that is shared so beautifully in the space. So we are so privileged to have this front row seat right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Babette.
This is Stronger Than a Phoenix.
Lit up the fire, stood and watched the flames, killing my desire, washing me in shame, promised me forever, involved me in your vision, told me to surrender, to put me in your prison, turned around to watch me burn, smiling with no concern. Then I stood up from the fire, healed from all your gashes, rebuilt from the ruins, risen from the ashes. I am not one to be held down, will never let myself drown. In spite of all I had to face, I'm stronger than a phoenix. Vengeance is mine. I will
We said earlier on that this is the anthem of resilience, of standing up, saying 10 toes down, I'm still here, and I'm stronger than a phoenix.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. Babette, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sending us into our Wednesday and also sending us straight into the other side of this ad break, because on the other side, we get into more culinary hotline bling. And then, of course, the one and only comedian, Mr. Conrad Koch, comes and joins us, and we definitely are preparing for his antics. We'll see you now. Awesome. That was beautiful.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
Yes, in your corner. If you're suffering from acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. For long-term constipation relief, Aspen offers Movicol, Pegicol, and Laxin. And then for relief from occasional constipation, you can turn to Lenolax, Lenin, Glycerin, or Laxador suppositories. Very effective for gradual constipation relief. There is Brooklax, Laxador tablets as well. And you can choose the laxative that you need from South Africa's value-leading laxatives company, bar none, and help your family get the relief that they absolutely need.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
Well, just like that, we're back in the kitchen. I needed to come to end with something lekker, something cute, something tasty and delicious. And we're getting into a dessert today. Now, after delivering a stunning starter and main course, Chef Emile is still with us. And now we're going to wrap up the menu on a sweet note with a decadent red velvet tiramisu. It is so good. I mean, look at the look already. It is rich, it is indulgent, and the greatest finale that brings this three-course culinary experience together perfectly. And this is kind of a taste of what you can get with Countess Zingara, but you said that there's a trio of desserts that you can expect if you go to the show.
Yes, I just want to rectify you on one thing.
Yes.
4-course meal, not three.
It's a four-course meal.
Yes.
Today we had a 3-course, but there is a 4-course meal.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible. You guys are so generous. You're just spoiling everybody. Where do we begin with this absolutely decadent dessert?
So on the desserts, what we normally serve is a classic tiramisu and a ginger pudding that it's almost similar to a malva pudding, but with a little hint of ginger in it. And then we've also got a passion fruit panna cotta, which is a set cream. But for Valentine's Day, we are doing the red velvet tiramisu. So
that makes sense to me.
This is just jumping a lot of steps ahead because we don't have all the time. Yes, we don't have all the time in the world. So basically, it's like you're going to make your red velvet cake, which you can make in a sheet.
And it's a sponge.
Yes, it's a sponge. It's more like a butter cake. And you don't want to over mix the butter cake because then it gets very glutinous and it gets very tough. So you always just bake, how can I say, you just mix it lightly until everything is combined and then bake.
Beautiful. And I've got to ask, the color that red velvet is it beetroot? Is it food coloring?
You can use beetroot, you can use food coloring. It depends on what you want to do. And also budget-wise for some people, you can use,
Right. And if you do use beetroot, do you taste the beetroot?
Not
really.
At all.
Okay.
No, not at all.
That's good.
So you're making your sponge cake. Then once that is done, we're going to cut little rings with a cutter.
Yeah.
That fits into the glasses. We're going to layer our thing. We're going to start with a layer of sponge. Then we're going to drizzle it with a little strong coffee or espresso.
Right.
Okay. Then we've got the tiramisu mix, which is mascarpone, sugar, some cream, vanilla. Mix that together until it's nice and fluffy. A nice hint on the mascarpone. If you use mascarpone, it always needs to be cold. Because if you're using it room temperature, it's gonna start curdling the mixture, and you don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
It's not gonna look like nice and smooth.
Right. Okay. So straight out the fridge into the mixing.
Give it 10-15 minutes, and then you start using it after that.
Right. And then you just layer it. So we go sponge, mascarpone mix. Is it sponge on the top?
Sponge on the top, yeah. It looks like that because it's been soaked with the coffee.
Yes. Okay. Which also gives it a nice texture.
Yes. And the two goes very well together. The red velvet, the coffee, and the tiramisu, the mascarpone goes very well together. Then I'm just going to finish it off by adding a pink
hand this over to you.
Cream. So this is just like normally whipped cream with some red coloring. And I added a dash of strawberry coulis.
Ooh.
So we're just going to pipe it on top.
What a professional. Look at that. Can I try the last one?
Yes, you can.
Wow. Okay.
You don't want to press too hard. You're just going to lightly press and move it around. There you go.
Guess which one is mine and which one is the chef's. You can't even tell them apart. You hear that, right? You heard that. Okay, beautiful.
So then we've got some strawberries. I've chopped them in half already. So we're just going to put one strawberry in.
I honestly feel like nothing says love and Valentine's more than chocolates and strawberries.
Yes.
What a perfect combination. Then add coffee in the mix too. We're done.
Okay.
Wow.
We're going to add some mint.
For a pop of color too. Yes. Oh, I love that.
Also going to add some red fondant hearts.
Okay, so those are edible.
This is all edible, yes. Got the fondant in ready mixed. You can either buy it plain white and then mix in your own colors, so if you want different shades of red.
For sure.
But we went blood red for Valentine's.
Of course. Hearts are pumping. Yes.
And you just roll it out, and then I normally put it on some greaseproof paper. Then it dries out much easier, and it's best to do it the day before, so it gets nice and dry, so it can stand up straight.
But it still moves. It's still malleable.
Yes.
Okay.
But if I leave it until tomorrow, it will be stiff.
Stiff.
Yes.
Okay. So where do the hearts go?
So the hearts, you're going to just have to turn it around because you want to place it nicely. So you're going to put it in the
In
corner
between?
there with the heart.
Okay, you do
shape.
it first. And then I don't want to mess it up, Chef.
Okay, so we're just going to do that
Ah, I see, I see.
and balance him against the strawberry.
Cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Do you know what? Some effort goes a long way. It
Yes.
really says, I love you. You eat with your eyes first. And
That's
also for
correct.
some people, it's a love language to receive something like this and go, okay, you really love me. You really love me. Oh, I
And
love
that's
that.
our little Valentine's red velvet tiramisu.
Wow. Okay, well, you know what we have to do now? Got to bring in
Taste.
my work husband, and the
Yes.
two of us have to enjoy. Okay. So now how do
I'm
you eat this
coming,
with a
I'm
regular
coming.
spoon?
You eat it with a regular spoon, or normally
I know
we
you're
give.
being
I
jealous.
brought a lot of stuff. When I heard 4 courses, so guys, I have to try the fish.
You can
Please,
go
I
ahead.
taste
Try,
it?
yes,
Yes.
you
Because
go
it
ahead
just
and
looks
try
amazing.
the fish.
What did you make, Carissa? With
I
the help of
made-
your friend here.
No, my friend didn't help at all.
She did all of it. She did all of it.
I made a tiramisu.
Can I put
Red
this down?
velvet.
Is that
Oh,
cake?
yes. Let's just move the whole. No, you're gonna.
Can we not cover our whole studio
Wait,
in cake now? I think we can do that. We can have a red velvet studio from now on. Okay.
There's a show like that. Is it cake?
Is it cake? Oh my word.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Okay, get out of my way, utensils. This does look it looks so beautiful. I don't want to. No, I do. I really do
Ah,
want
the
to ruin it.
sesames are my favorite.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Did you
try a
cook?
bit
You
of the
cooked it
water.
with the sesame on
Yes.
it. Wow.
Yeah, we used raw sesame, and then while you cook,
Have a
you
little
toast
taste.
at the
Okay,
same time.
only a little taste. So how do you know when the salmon is done then? If you're cooking it with the sesame?
Well, I normally just feel it when it's still nice and soft, and so you can feel the inside is still nice and squishy. That's when it's cooked, and it's got a nice hard crust on the outside.
Wow, I can't even hear the words you're saying, dude. To be honest.
The texture, the journey, the flavor.
It is
Take a
so.
little piece and you I kind of scoop up some of the soy reduction.
Oh, there'll be nothing left on the plate. Don't even worry
That
about
is
that.
beautiful. That the wasabi mash, just perfect. I feel like you've got to pay us for this QR code. If you want to scan the QR code and cook along at home, good luck. We want to see the results. Okay, this is mine, guys, for
You
the
can
rest
have
of
that.
today. Thank
The
you.
soup is mine, but did you try it?
I haven't. I'm going to try the
Okay,
soup
you're going to
now.
have to try the soup.
sorry.
I mean,
I might have done it the wrong way. I
You must
feel like I
just
should
sip it.
just like down it. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what happens when you be down in soup. Okay, at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have a sip.
a big one too. A little funky, a
do you
little
think?
good.
Oh, that is beautiful. When I use the term funky,
This is it.
and it just keeps
Thank
coming,
you.
eh?
Apologies,
And it
Chef.
just
We kind of
keeps
went backwards.
coming.
No,
Mains
that's
first,
fine.
starter after. But we're ending
Normally
with
I
the
start
dessert.
with dessert.
Do you?
See, because you
guys
are
are
a sweet tooth. Like a lot of
tooth.
inspiration comes from that.
I've been
Wow.
waiting for you. How do we attack it?
You
We just
just-
go in.
Go right down to the bottom.
I feel like my taste buds are getting like a short masterclass. You know,
That's exactly
I'm
it.
getting a 2-day MBA here.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm so excited, but I want to choose you.
And then you.
To love.
Oh, ching ching. And
Cheers to you, Chef.
even got a little home.
Enjoy.
I know we're talking about like cooking for your special other. Take them out. Take them out for dinner and let a professional chef cook for you on Valentine's Day, please.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh, and
Oh.
it's cheeky as well. It's a grown-up dessert.
That is.
That is delicious. That's
That's
like a hit of.
fantastic. The kind of coffee we need, but
Yeah.
also the sweetness that is so incredible. 10, a million out of 10. Not even 10
thank
out
you.
of 10.
Wow, I feel like you're going to have to kill us now because you've given us information that
reason to
no
live after
normal
this.
mortal should have. You're phenomenal at what you do. Just seeing you do the little things on the level that you do is mind-blowing. You deserve every ounce of success that you're getting. Likewise, your amazing establishment. Thank you so much for welcoming in the 450
Sure.
people that you do every night.
Exactly.
Absolutely
Okay,
amazing.
for having us, and
Countess
thank you for having me.
Zingaro, we go. And if we come, can we say, we know the chef?
Yes,
we know
you'll
the
see
chef.
me. I'll come to
I'm
your table.
sending something back. I'm like, what is this? Take it back. No, never in a million years. For one last time for this incredible human being. In fact, we might do it for the rest of today. This was a spectacular culinary hotline bling.
Ting, ting,
ting.
ting.
Wow.
Only you can make my day. my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Hopefully you're feeling the love this morning. Thank you so much for sharing so much love with us every day that you do. You really are the most important part of this equation. So we thought we'd throw in some interesting food for thought, seeing as the food has been amazing this morning. Being the month of love, this is a vitally important question for you to understand about your partner. What is your love language? Is it words of affirmation? Is it that quality time? Is it receiving gifts? I mean, we all love to receive gifts. Acts of service, physical touch. I'm a very physical, as they say, if I was being treated by an OT, I've got a big physical cup that needs to be filled. So a little bit of physical attention, a cuddle from one of my kids, and I am okay. I think Carissa is definitely receiving gifts. I have no doubt, and that's okay for her. But I'd love to hear from you guys. How do you receive love? What ticks those boxes for you? Tambalitle saying quality time all the way. Sending love to everyone celebrating. That's it. Open doors for love. Thank you, Tambalitle. Belinda saying, good morning, Expresso fam. My love language, acts of service. I love that, and it's a great way to express your love as well. Certainly for me, it's a great form of validation. Bokang Pore saying, morning, physical touch. Not mincing words there. We need the connection. What is yours? My wife, I think acts of service, really big in our space because she works incredibly hard for me. So I'm starting to understand, but it's taken me about 13, nearly 14 years to start clocking this. So it's worth applying a little bit of critical thinking. I wonder what Lucian's love language here. Definitely physical touch. I'm wondering where our discipline stick is in the studio.
I am the discipline stick.
He is. He is. Now, what is your love language, hey? You live in service of everyone else all the time. Do you like acts of service?
Active sounds very, yeah. I love words of affirmation, and I also love loyalty.
Ooh.
And honesty.
Ooh, I like that.
Talk to me.
You see, and you're speaking directly to me now.
I'm talking to you as your mic is close by.
You see, the bottom line is, if you want to work
and physical touch.
You see.
Love you.
That's why I come to work every day. So now you understand, when you work closely in this kind of space, we are connected. You feed off each other's energy in the most dramatic way. So what energy are you going to pump out into the world today? Be that affirmation of love for whoever you can be today. Let's not just make it one day of love, a whole month of love. So, Carissa, I know you like to receive things, which is perfectly fine. What is your language of love?
Is this the language that I speak to? I always try to pay attention to how people are so receptive to different things, because I might want to hug you and that's not something that you're into. So when it comes to me and my man, I know that he loves physical touch and he loves quality time. So I try to show up in those sorts of ways. And when it comes to me, when you mention acts of service, I realize it's something that I love to wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Let me come home to a clean house, cook me a meal. I love to do that because usually I'm the default person. So if somebody else comes through and does it for me, I am super happy. I'm ready to get down on one knee. So please let us know, Mzansi, on your part, what do you say is your love language? And also, we put them there for you. Words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts. Are you like me? Acts of service too, or physical touch? We have a voice note that you can send on through to our WhatsApp line, or you can let us know at Expresso Show on Facebook as well as on Instagram. And all of that brings us to our final news bulletin to kickstart the final hour of us being together on this Wednesday morning. Now, we of course get started nationally, where Standard & Poor's says South Africa is set to have Africa's third highest debt by 2026, behind Egypt and Angola. Now, the agency warns that foreign currency repayments have more than tripled since 2012, increasing pressure on governments. Now, while sovereign ratings show improved momentum, risks remain high. And in Tshwane, Deputy Mayor Eugene Modisa says aging electricity infrastructure will take years and billions of rands to repair. Now, he says the metro needs about 3.5 billion rand long term, but must work within a 2.5 billion rand annual capital budget. In other news in our country, President Cyril Ramaphosa says government remains determined to strengthen regulatory and policy environment to further grow tourism. Now, writing in his weekly newsletter, Ramaphosa noted South Africa welcomed about 10.5 million international visitors last year, up 17.6% from 2024 and above pre-pandemic levels. Now, he says this reflects growing trust in the country's brand, safety and value for money. Meanwhile, Tourism Minister Patricia de Lille is pursuing visa reforms, improved air connectivity and increased investment from Asian markets to attract even more visitors to the country. Well, internationally speaking, Wits University researcher Professor Glenda Gray says a major HIV vaccine trial has officially begun at Groote Schuur Hospital. The first 20 HIV-negative volunteers have, of course, been enrolled in the first human trial of a vaccine designed specifically for African virus strains. Gray says the study aims to simulate antibodies capable of neutralizing HIV and limiting transmission. She says success could reduce dependence on lifelong treatment and support better outcomes for people living with HIV. Now, the project marks a significant step in locally driven HIV research. Meanwhile, former U.S. President Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton have agreed to testify before a House Oversight Committee examining ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, a spokesperson says that the couple welcomes this opportunity, heading off a potential contempt vote. Bill Clinton has acknowledged past contact with Epstein, but says ties were cut years before allegations emerged. Now, the case continues to cast a shadow over Washington, involving prominent figures across politics and business. The Justice Department recently released what is described as the final batch of investigative files linked to Epstein. Now, let's close up with this story. As Valentine's Day approaches, Kenya's central bank has thrown shade on a flashy trend: cash bouquets. Now, rolled, glued and stapled banknotes shaped into flowers have become social media darlings. But officials warn they damage currency and could land offenders with serious jail time. Now, the move has sparked laughter online and relief among romantics who felt love was becoming painfully expensive. Now, it also invites South African pause for thought. Would a bouquet of folded 200 notes feel romantic here or just reckless? With the rand already stretched, many might agree roses are safer than risking shredded cash and also blocked ATMs. Now, sometimes it seems love really is better when it doesn't come with a price tag. Oh, me personally, I would love a bouquet of roses. I don't know, a couple 200 rand notes would go a far way, but I just think carefully put it together. But no pressure, Mr. Kumalo. Maybe all the pressure, but no pressure. That is where we leave your 8 o'clock news. It's time now to delve into the world of sports.
I'll tell you one thing, we want the points, not the cash. Let's get into this battle. Orlando Pirates, they've done it. They beat Amazulu 2-0 last night at the Moses Mabhida Stadium to seize the premiership lead. Now 3 points ahead of Mamelodi Sundowns. Relo Bachile Mafokeng opening the scoring in the 16th minute, and then a late own goal from Darren Johnson sealing that victory. Sutu did press late, unable though to find a reply as Pirates keep a clean sheet and now the top spot in the league. Now, lots of excitement around cricket, especially ahead of the T20 World Cup. And Jacob Bethel produced a match-winning spell as England completed a 3-0 T20 series sweep with a 12-run win over Sri Lanka in Palikele. Great preparation for the World Cup. Defending 128, England's spinners dominated as Bethel claimed career best figures, in fact, of 4 for just 11 to bowl the hosts out for 116. This victory giving England some nice momentum heading into the T20 World Cup kicking off this weekend. Now, we've also got the Six Nations kicking off tomorrow night, and Ireland and France have named their teams for Thursday's Six Nations opener in Paris, with Sam and Clan Prendergast starting together for the first time for Ireland. That's brothers there, while France welcome back captain Antoine Dupont following his injury, and they're going to need him. It's going to be quite a campaign. Both sides show some notable changes, with several regular starters missing through injury or selection to manage that squad depth. Now, let's get back into the European footballing connection, or some cup action from last night, as Arsenal beat Chelsea 1-0 in the second leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final to complete a 4-2 aggregate victory at the Emirates. With Chelsea pushing late on, substitute Kai Havertz struck in stoppage time. That was after a Declan Rice break, extending Arsenal's unbeaten run against the Blues now and sending the Gunners into their first cup final since 2020. Is the bubble going to burst? Maybe at some point. A phenomenal season for the fans at the Emirates, and we wish you well. And that's the end of our sports report for this morning. Let's get one last take on the roads.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's see what is happening out in Cape Town in Brackenfell on your roads, where an accident has been reported on the R300 northbound, and that's at Old Paarl Road. Now, currently the right lane is closed, so traffic is slowing down in that stretch. Do expect some delays and remain cautious if you're passing by that side. Sitting in Cape Town, but let's head to Somerset West, where there's back-to-back traffic being experienced along the N2 outbound before Victoria Interchange. Now, if you are headed that way, if it's part of your morning commute, give yourself extra time, or if possible, do consider an alternative route to keep things nice and smooth moving. But otherwise, Mzansi, stay safe out there. We want you to get to your destination alive and feeling good for the day. That's where we leave your roads right now. A final look at your weather so you can prepare for the days coming your way. Starting out in Polokwane, your Wednesday is mostly sunny today. 31 is your high, but we start off with a 16-degree low with light winds expected to come through from the east. There are some clouds, but it will make its way for some sunny days ahead. Out in Klerksdorp this morning, you can expect mostly sunny conditions for your region. Our temperatures will start off with a low of 19 and climb to 33 degrees with light winds expected to come through from the north. Great weather in Klerksdorp. Let's hope the same carries out in Pretoria. Well, we can experience mostly sunny skies on that side with light winds expected from the north. Temperatures will range between a low of 18 and a mid 32 degrees as your high. And that does continue all the way through until the weekend. Out in Johannesburg today, you'll experience mostly sunny skies on this beautiful Wednesday. Temperatures will range between a low of 16 and a high of 29 degrees today, with light winds from the northeast. Now, you are in for a period of wet weather next week, so do enjoy the sunny conditions while they last. In Mbombela, today brings warm, sunny conditions with light winds from the northeast. Starting off with a low of 17 and reaching a high of 30 degrees today. Don't be bothered by the clouds. Great weather is coming your way, at least until Saturday. Out in Bloemfontein, today brings mostly partly conditions, cloudy conditions that is, accompanied by some afternoon showers. Moderate winds can be expected from the north, and your temperatures, they start at 19 and peak at 36 degrees today. Come tomorrow, though, the clouds are slowly rolling in. We head to Richards Bay next, where you'll experience partly cloudy skies today with a low of 23 and that high sitting at 32 degrees today. Now, moderate winds are expected to come through from the northeast, but great weather all around. Clear skies. Tomorrow, some wind will pick up. Out in Durbs today, you can expect mostly sunny skies out in Durban. Temperatures will range between 23 and 30 degrees. Now, your winds will be moderate from the northeast with high temperatures forecast for the rest of the week. The weekend's a bit of a wet one, though, so do enjoy the warm weather. Out in Mthatha, we start off with a low of 21 and a high of 34 degrees with partly cloudy conditions throughout today. Now, light winds can be expected to come through from the southeast, and as the day develops, an 80% chance of rain is coming your way. Out in Cradock, your region will experience partly cloudy skies. Our temperatures will range between 19 and peak at 36 degrees today. Now, there's a 55% chance of rain, which only increases as tomorrow rolls around. So Cradock, brace yourselves for some wet weather. Out in Gqeberha, you'll experience scattered thunderstorms, temperatures ranging between 22 and 29 degrees today. And your winds, they will be moderate, coming through from the southeast. There will be warm temperatures throughout, though, in the upper 20s. Well, out in gorgeous George, 21 is your low and 27 is your high today, with showers throughout the day. Light winds, too, can be expected to come through from the southeast, but there is an 80% chance of rain, so do pay attention to that. Let's move along that coastline over to Cape Town now, where you start off your Wednesday with mostly cloudy morning skies transitioning to sunny conditions. Now, moderate winds are expected to come through from the south. 19 is your low, 27 is your high, with windy weather being anticipated today and on Friday. Sutherland, let's see what's happening on your side. Now, you'll experience partly cloudy skies with temperatures from a chilly 16 but rising to a high of 27 degrees today. Light winds are expected to come through from the west. As for your rain, there's a 60% chance that will be happening, so do carry an umbrella. Out in Kimberley today will bring abundant sunshine to your region. Temperatures will range between a low of 21 and reach a high, a scorcher of 38 degrees today. At least you can welcome in some moderate winds expected from the northwest. Well, from Kimberley, let's end off with Uppington, where today you'll experience sunny skies accompanied by light winds, and those are coming from the northwest. In terms of your temperatures, Uppington, 23 is your low with a 41-degree high today. A pretty hot one. Tomorrow it cools down just slightly at 38 and even more so on Friday by 34. But that 41-degree high today does mean that you've got to stay indoors as far as possible. That is where we wrap up your weather, but of course the cherry on top of the cake is always your sunrise view. And I don't know what's in the water today, but everybody has been blowing it out the park. This one from Verity Barnes out in Riebeek West is just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. It's just fascinatingly unreal. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful view and also capturing this very tiniest moment. We appreciate the effort put into this, Verity, and we do wish you a beautiful day. Out in Riebeek West, you can expect a 33-degree day today. Nice and warm, and we hope that you will enjoy every single moment of it. But we are definitely into the final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Wednesday, and we still have much more to get straight into.
Winning ways first off to start the final hour of the show. Mzansi, this is your chance to be in it to win it. If you play your Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 today, because 37 million rand is coming together in that jackpot today, at least estimated. So please don't delay. Play Lotto for an estimated 24 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 for 10 million rand, Lotto Plus 2 for 3 million rand. Play them all. Go and get your tickets in store as soon as they open. Go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can go on their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app. Generally has a little drop down, or you can just dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD, and we'll keep all of those deets up on the Expresso socials. So you've got no excuses. Go and take your opportunity to win big by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 37 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. Oh man, well if that doesn't get you loved up, maybe a brand new table setting or some delicious meals that you yourself can cook on Valentine's Day will. The love continues after this.
When bugs invade, use Raid. Raid kills bugs dead.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh man, they giggles all around because he's preparing for something absolutely incredible. Now he's one of South Africa's sharpest satirical voices, and the puppet sitting next to him is often the loudest one in the room and the one everybody's looking at. I mean, let's be honest. Multi-award winning comedian Conrad Koch is back in Cape Town with Puppet Power. It's the final stop of the national tour that's just basically as he does, pushed buttons, sparked laughter, and packed out theatres across the country.
Oh, and at the centre of all of this, Chester missing.
Hello, Graham. Here we are, back again. I can't believe you let me back.
I asked them not to let you back. Actually, no, I love you, man.
I love you too, man.
I love the way you look into my soul.
I do look into your soul because you work at SABC. You're a tatat, I'm a tatat, same thing.
I'm looking at your soul right now on your little shoes.
I stole these from your kids.
The toughy shoes.
I know at the Nug. I don't want to say the name because they can't say in the Tequila and the Lud.
Don't say.
Teresa, you look great today. I like it.
Thank you.
You're
You
wearing
see
a
how we're kind
doily?
of matching. Oh, what?
It looks great. It's a doily. It's a nice doily.
It's an expensive
It's a
one.
red doily.
It's from Granny's house. It's
in
that
Granny's
kind of
house.
doily.
Yeah.
It's been passed down. It's an heirloom, actually.
It's letting in the air, that's for sure.
It's hit me after the many, because we do this twice a year, hey?
Yeah.
Bye. We
For
go
shows.
twice
we
a
got tour
year.
here, we come talk. And it's so great to be on Expresso, our favorite morning show in the country. It's so great. You guys got such a lekker vibe. And you took like 5 Prozacs and a Red Bull. It's great.
As you come through the door, there's a little thing there.
South Africans have a lekker gees in the morning.
It's
like we're one of the
true.
only countries in the world where you go outside, everyone's smiling because the
Greeting.
Springboks won in New Zealand. Do you see that, Grant?
I
We
did.
won in New Zealand. That's like buying Nando's and eating it at KFC. Don't mention brands.
Come on, man. We're going to send an invoice now. Someone's going to be sent an invoice,
Yeah.
and we're going to have to pay for that airtime.
Do it.
Conrad, I don't know why I'm looking into
Yesterday.
your eyes. I'm rude when I talk to you. I'm sorry, but he's just so
I agree.
beautiful.
Because thank you.
But you...
Do you like
don't blink.
mannequins?
Don't blink. Oh, I'm sorry. That was
wish I could
rude. No, that was rude. I'm sorry. That was
love
rude.
you, Grant.
Most people have to wait for someone from the crowd to heckle. You've got a heckler on stage with you.
Yes, I do. It's him.
You see.
He's riding in my career, Grant.
So when you come up with a joke, Chester, like, how do you give it to Conrad? Do you kind of have to gently tell him, or do you give him a script
it a
before each show?
negotiation?
How does it work?
I've got to tell them the truth now. Yes.
Oh,
Grant. He's making me talk.
no, really?
You said what?
Look where his hand is. Okay.
No, come on, we're not allowed. Oh,
It's a breakfast
Who's your daddy,
family
Grant?
TV
Oh,
show.
you're the daddy.
I am actually. I do all that. That's my job on the show.
Okay, so it's a negotiation between the two of you. Conrad, I
Yes.
assume that
He's riding in my career.
You are the-
And he keeps me in a suitcase. Carissa, I call it a suitcase. In Cape Town, that's a 2-bedroom flat. 40,000 rand a
In
month,
Frederhoek.
shared bathroom.
And you're not alone.
No, I'm not.
You've got other boarders.
I do. I have people, because this is a whole show. This show is called Puppet Power. Because I don't know if you looked around the world, the puppets are in power. Did you see that's literally Takalani White House right now? But, it's all about the fact that we're all at some level puppets. I know, you're married, Grant, you know what that's like.
That's all I am, I think. All
Exactly.
I'm not allowed to laugh at that
Does she
joke.
keep you in a suitcase? No.
How do you know I don't? That's where I stay, in the studio, in the green room. There's just a trunk for me.
That's how we explain ventriloquism to people. I explain ventriloquism, explain it. Ventriloquism is where you put words in someone else's mouth. If you're married, you know how that works.
Exactly.
Hi, boy. I can neither confirm nor deny that as a recent wife.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you. I will say...
So you're also a ventriloquist, Chris.
I actually got some tips from Conrad. I'm not going to lie.
I was going to say, there's a reason why you can only ever see one of her hands on air.
Facts
Other
are
one's
facts.
missing.
Hide it.
I know.
I hope you clean it afterwards. No, but... So this
cook,
show
we
is called
cook on the
Puppet
show.
Power, and it's all about the fact that in the world we're manipulated. Look how we go on Facebook and Instagram. We're manipulated by wild opinions. We're so divided often.
And we buy into it,
We buy into it. We get angry. So now we're talking about how to deal with that. This show is, and it's tons of fun. There's a whole lineup of, if you know what, it just obviously talks about politics. I do. I talk about politics. We got a new name for East London. Gondo, because Kadecha is great, because you didn't know. It was like, oh yeah, Kadecha.
We have to
It
warm
sounds
up.
so dirty, like Kadecha.
The way you
Now
say
it
it, though.
does.
now-
Graham, show me your Kadecha.
Every weather now, you're going to have to
No, it's like,
show us your...
Kadecha.
Oh, you did that very well, Chris.
Eh? We normally have to
practicing.
warm up our mouths before we say it, so we'll start by just going a GQ. Oh, Bayaka, like you're playing with
Well
cricket.
done.
Yeah.
You're going to get a 10 after that.
In
But
the mail.
So this show is all about looking in the whole of our lives how we're puppets, and I've got a whole lot of really fun puppets. So if you guys aren't into politics, our viewers today, there's a German mosquito who's trying to get into stand-up comedy.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, it's
How's
great.
how's
He's got
he
a
doing?
girlfriend. She's a bee. Yeah, she's a bee. Yeah,
A bee and a mosquito.
Yeah, I know. Her name's Honey.
I like
What does she do for a living? Honey's quite a...
Exactly. Her favorite musician is Stink. So it's like
I thought you were going to say
super silly.
Beyonce, the Queen
Beyonce,
Bee.
Queen Bee there. I know, but it's quite an insider joke.
I was going to do something about a comb and combing your hair, but then,
There's no hair. Thank you for noticing.
Sorry,
You have to
man.
rub it in.
the pain.
At least he has some eyebrows. Are some of my favorites going to make an appearance? I know there was the teacher. There was also the
Mr.
DJ.
Dixon, the school teacher,
Yeah.
a DJ puppet that you've seen is so far. Where I DJ with my feet.
Yeah.
And, that's great. And we've got someone here. Would you like to introduce?
I would love.
No, you can't do in the room.
Really?
No, help! Help!
Sorry,
no.
sorry, Chester.
Sorry, Chester. Sorry.
Don't introduce us. So this is a new friend of ours in the show.
Yeah.
He was made by this award-winning artist, Janny Young, who's an Ovation Award, a massive award-winning puppet maker we have in South Africa. And he's actually just come back from the States where he was cooking for the President of the United States, and he fled, of course, because it's a bit of a wild situation.
It's crazy there.
And he's very famous because he's a French chef. So please welcome my friend Gordon Ratzi.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Gordon Ramsay.
Hello,
Ratzi.
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 Oui,
Merci beaucoup.
Oui, it's great to be here. I love it's coming to South Africa. It's wonderful. Yeah, it is great. You were cooking for Donald Trump. Oui.
What does he like to eat,
Only
Donald Trump?
KFC. I got fired because I served in a left-wing dynasty. It's wonderful to be here in this, what is this? It's Expresso, the TV show. They cannot spell Expresso. No, they
Hey, listen, someone called it cappuccino to me the other day, so I'll take
We'll
it.
use the cappuccino part.
Or
The
cortado.
white on top.
Okay.
Hello, Carissa. It's great to be here with you today.
I'm so shocked. I've
Well
never
done for working with this
Watch the eyes. I'm watching your eyes, young man.
Not the eyebrows. I'm shocked that you're a rat and a chef.
Wait. It's because, I know how to handle food and I can scurry around. I was late coming here to Expresso. What made you late? Oh, what is the French word for idiot? I don't know. English. There was a sign on the road, Carissa. What did the sign say? It said, road works. But when I got there, the road did not work.
You're learning, man. You're learning.
Miss Guzzi.
But Chef Ratzi comes out and he talks about global issues, what it was like for cooking for President Trump. And wait, what are you doing here? I'm here to set up a fine dining restaurant.
Oh.
Fine dining. What is that? That is where you leave hungrier than you were when you arrived. Did you say angry or hungry? Sensing.
Hungrier.
Wait, was it angry or hungry?
Hungrier.
I'm hungry.
Oh, your eyes.
Wait, I know. I look like I have had too much of the illegal plant.
Well, I'm glad you found a home here in South Africa. We'll never kick you out. You are
no, it's
always
wonderful.
welcome,
In
okay?
French, they say, je ne sais quoi.
You just, c'est la vie.
In France, you say, in South Africa, you say, no.
I don't think you're allowed.
If you want to hear what he's going to say, and he will say it, you're going to have to get into
He's
the
in
theatre.
radio.
Oh, I love it.
Wait.
I like the way your hands and your feet speak to me at the
They
same
do.
time.
They
It's
look
beautiful.
pretty, don't they?
I'm glad they're
Gorgeous.
clean.
I look like I need moisturizer.
I can help you with that.
We can, probably. We've got a moisturization station.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So this is the manifestation station that you're sitting on, and I know you're all about manifesting.
The manifestation station. Oh, try that.
So if you could manifest one amazing thing for the people coming to watch the show, what is your hope and dream for the people that you get for your 2 hours?
Talking. It is can't stay because it's the Theatre of the Bay, of course, and it's next week from the 10th to the 14th of February at Theatre in Bay. The show is called Puppet Power. What is that? Well, you were working for. I was working for Donald Trump. Puppet Power. And so the show is so much fun. You're going to go back in the back. No, merci, no, no. Just, if you got any advice, well, you know, Carissa, all the ladies, they come to me after the show.
Oh.
And they say, Chef Khatsi, I'm looking for a man who is intelligent. I'm looking for a man who is wealthy. Looking for a man who is sexy.
Yes.
And I always say, Graham, that is 3 different men. Your husband, your boyfriend, and the one neither of them. You about.
Except for my man.
Where does the work husband fit into it? I think the work husband fits into the suitcase.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
So this show is so much fun. We end by getting someone out the audience and we turn them into a dinosaur. So I put a ventriloquism mask on their face, and because you know, obviously, humanity is fighting each other so much. The world is in
We're
chaos.
at war, bud. Yeah.
We're at war, you know, and on all levels, amongst the communities and so on. And the dinosaurs were the last species to die out.
Sure.
And so we get a dinosaur on stage to explain to us how to survive. And we put a mask on, and they turn into little T-Rex with their hands.
If they want to be chosen, what must they wear in the crowd if they want to be that
Sit
dinosaur?
in the front and wear red, especially if it looks a bit like a doily.
You're there. You are sorted.
Oh, no.
In fact, that's the
Don't
rule we
invite
use on
me.
our show. If you want to stand out, just whip on the doily and take ownership. I love it, man.
Thank
One day you and I are going to have a
you.
little bit of ventriloquism fun on the show, and we're going to invite you, my friend. You're an absolute
We bring all the
genius.
masks. So it's at Theatre in the Bay,
Yes.
on 10th to the 14th. You book at web tickets, and it's so much fun. Starts at 8, and anyone PG, I say PG-12. I don't swear or anything,
Yeah.
but your kids are
Less innuendo,
going to
yeah.
get well, not even innuendo. It's a lot of it's like adult concepts, so
Right.
they may not get the jokes. They'll love the show because it's very
The
visual.
puppets, yeah.
But fun, whole night, fun night out for the whole family.
Incredible.
Thanks,
I
you
took
guys.
my parents
Well
to the
done.
last one. They loved it as well. So of any age, come on through and you can catch Puppet Power. It runs at Theatre on the Bay, as you said, in Camps Bay from the 10th to the 14th of Feb, marking the final stop
Aw.
of Conrad's national tour. It is a bit sad, eh?
Oh, man, tickets are ridiculously cheap. The cheapest they've ever been, in fact.
I know, it's the
In his-
economy, puppets.
The puppets.
Oh, man, he used to just value himself so much more. These puppets have broken him down, man. They've worn him, got to build him back up again. Tickets available now at Web Tickets. This is going to be an unforgettable, unique experience. I think every show is, but this one's got something extra special. It's got a rat in a box, man. Come on.
Wee wee.
Come on. We love you, Conrad.
Hello.
See you now.
Thanks, Expresso. I love you guys.
Make 2026 your breakthrough year. You could win a 200,000 Rand study bursary and a laptop with Richfield. Head over to Expresso's social pages and tell us how a Richfield study bursary would enrich your future and help you reach your goals. Use hashtag YourFutureEnriched and hashtag Richfield. Then click the link in the post to complete your entry. Entries close 13th February. T's and C's apply. Visit expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are back in the kitchen, baby, because we are turning up the heat in the kitchen because we've got the one, the only Chef Glenn Pedro. He brings us a Valentine's Day date night menu curated to impress. Now, whether you're planning an intimate dinner for two or simply elevating your culinary game, Clem is here with a menu that just blends together things like romance,
Yes.
creativity,
Uh-huh.
flavor.
Always.
Together in one. I didn't even intend to walk into the kitchen. The smell of chocolate brought me here. This looks fantastic, Clem.
And it's so simple to make, but we need to swap sides.
Okay, let's do
this
it.
is just a shout out to men. Just because you're married, because you're in a relationship, I found out this morning it means nothing if you haven't asked your person
to be
your Valentine. So this morning,
Yeah.
like, Megan and I are both on the show today. And he's like, what are you doing Valentine's Day? And she's like, oh.
Oh, because who's your Valentine?
Oh. So officially, baby, will you be my Valentine, please? And you can answer on camera later. Thank you.
Let her think about it.
Just
Let her
think
think about it.
Think about, I come with a lot. I bring a lot to the table. I actually bring the whole table. I'll look after you. Promise, just be my Valentine, please. Okay, cool.
Well, I would say prove it. Let's see what you can do today.
And I have, because Meg has had this before. So here we go. So actually, this is one of the dishes that I first made when I met her parents.
Oh, trying to get those brownie points.
There we go.
Or
The
those
brownie
fondant points.
Fondant points, and it's so simple. Oh. Do you have an answer?
I do.
That's the second time she says I do. Just say.
She didn't even have to think about that.
She didn't. I love that. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Okay. Chocolate fondant sounds fancy because we've had this whole French idea of food and everything being so complicated. It is one of the best kitchen hacks ever.
Okay.
Let's tell you why. So in here we got some eggs and sugar. All we've done is we whipped it all up together. Whole eggs. And if you want it to be extra rich, you can add a couple of extra egg yolks. We've got the recipe. There's a QR code that's going to pop up on screen. Get it because this recipe is so simple. After the second time you make this, you're not going to need a recipe.
Oh, you're going to close your eyes and just...
You're going to feel it. You're going to know exactly what you're looking for. So this is just eggs and sugar. And all we've done is we whisked it until it became light, airy, fluffy. And you don't want to feel grains of sugar in there.
Right.
Okay? Once you've done that, we're going to go in with... I'm supposed to have cocoa.
Okay.
I'm going to let someone go and find that in the meantime.
Sure.
And I don't know if they can hear. We're going to work on that. Okay.
Thank you so much.
In the meantime, we've got... Oh, no, actually, we're going to go with some malted chocolate.
Okay.
As well. We're going to get everything going.
Let's melt the chocolate.
We're getting everything going. So that's going while the cocoa's going.
What is this?
This is my hack for how you end up with a fondant that always has a runny center. And while they're busy with bringing us the cocoa, let's talk about that. So fondants, we have a ramekin, which is this guy over here.
Yeah.
But you don't have to use a ramekin. I love using espresso cups and coffee cups and tea cups.
Multi-use.
Because we have those at home.
Exactly.
Yeah, so use that.
We don't necessarily have
So what happens is we fill it with the batter.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the oven, and then we hope and pray.
But we fill it, it rises, right?
It rises.
Okay, so you fill halfway.
And then we hope and pray that the filling has not cooked because we want it to be lava. So here's my hack. Here's how you here's how you just make it foolproof, like it's not going to end up overcooking. When you add your batter, you're going to get some chocolate hazelnut spread. I'm not going to say the name, but you know the one. And you're going to add...
Rhymes with patella.
Rhymes with patella, but starts with the N. Yes. A dollop of that goes in the center because that won't cook.
Wow.
So that will stay liquidy, lava, and delicious.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
Things are melting here. We're going to fast forward. We're going to fast forward.
So, a quick rehash. We don't need cocoa. We need malted chocolate.
We got, and it's all done already in here. So there's two versions. You can use chocolate or you can use cocoa.
Okay.
Tiffany gave me this face. And then she looked at the pot to basically tell me, it's there. Okay, I speak Tiffany. So we're going to keep on whisking because this is warm now, quite warm. So we're going to add the chocolate.
And the eggs are not going to cook like that. I know there's a
That's
term
why I'm
for that.
doing this. They're not going to scramble or
They're not
curdle.
gonna curdle.
As long as you're whisking and then you add that at the same time, you're good. You're good.
Yummy.
Flour. Flour is the interesting bit.
No.
You don't want a lot.
Okay.
I'm going to use about half of this. You just need enough to stabilize it. And there are quantities. Don't worry, there's a full recipe for you.
It is on woolworths.co.za, not on expressoshow.com.
My bad.
Make your way over to Woolies. You already spend time there anyway, and then get this recipe. You said you wanted to stabilize. What does that mean?
There we go. So the flour is going to help bind the mixture. Essentially, without the flour, you just got a very decadent chocolate sauce. And yes, you can eat it.
Okay.
When you pour that chocolate in there, the eggs cook in the sugar. There's science about that.
Okay.
So you can eat that. But by adding the flour, you've now made it bakeable. And that's what you want. That's what you need.
And your technique right now, you don't want to stir it.
You
You're
do
folding.
none of, for the sake of education, none of this.
Okay. Ooh.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to folding is better. We want to try and keep some of that air that we worked so hard to get into the mixture when we creamed the eggs and sugar. So folding is your friend. Cool. And what you do want to do, I love working with glass mixing bowls, is because you can do this to make sure that I get any spots at the bottom of flour. No, we're actually good. Okay. So, Carissa, let's do this.
Yes.
I'm going to take You can grab another spoon, actually.
Okay, got you.
Let's go. So half the batter first.
Okay. This is going to take up most of the time, but we will quickly plug you into the mains in a bit. But we've got half the batter in.
Yeah.
We're going in with the patellas.
The patellas go in, and then we're going to top it with more batter to the, like leaving a little bit of gap on top because it will rise.
This is the best pack ever.
And then it goes to the oven. I like, keep an eye on it. All ovens are different. Some ovens will let you go for like 10, some 12. So between 10 and 15 minutes, you're going to need to keep an eye on it and see how much it rises.
Right.
But again, the recipe's there.
Yeah. Woolworths.co.za. It ends up like this. Oh, it's still a little warm.
Let's see if we can tip it out.
Do I turn it over? Ooh, I'm nervous. Okay.
Listen, if that doesn't come out.
There's a way. There's a way. I know there's a way.
You're doing it. You're doing it. I got patella all over my face. I actually can't even help you. Did you get it?
Almost.
I got it.
He's got it. Okay, while you try to get that out, I'm smelling something so delicious here. I'm trying to put my finger on what it is.
Let's quickly talk through what some of the product you can get available at Woolies for Valentine's Day. Let's start off with the beautiful raviolis that are heart-shaped. Love. So you got the pasta, and there's the thing. Woolies come through with all the sauces. Make it spicy, make it herby, make it cheesy. All the sauces are there for you. Plus, all the little individual. I'm all for the individual.
I'm so here for this.
And 2 forks or 2 spoons. That is my fave, 100%. It's so like beautiful and personal, and that's what I love about Woolies every Valentine's, or any season. Got you.
Red velvet, red velvet cake in a cup.
Yes.
I'm gonna need about 3 of those.
It's all about being intentional, and that's what we're coming through. So get the bits. Don't focus on the what.
Yes.
Focus on the how.
Right.
Okay. So get all the bits from Woolies and then make it personal, and that's what Valentine's Day is about.
You know, I've already started compiling my Valentine's gift. So slowly but surely, I'm not overwhelmed on the 13th of Feb. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get little pieces. But if I start eating it before the 14th comes around, you can't blame me.
No, I can't blame you.
You actually can't blame me.
Has your man asked you yet?
No, I must go tell him. How dare you? Is somebody else your Valentine's this year? Because you got to ask me every year. All right, so we've got about 4 minutes left.
We do? We've got 4 minutes left. Let me tell you. So when I was born, okay, it was a beautiful sunny day. Okay,
How do we go across?
Anyway, you can go any way you like to.
Dum, dum, dum.
I'm not going to talk while you do this. Let's see.
Let it have its moment. 1, 2. Clem, I think you've changed many people's lives right now with this.
It's never going to flop. And I've got even better news for you.
What?
If you make this batter,
yes,
not with the current Cape Town humidity, but a little cooler, if the weather's like hovering around 22 degrees, even though there are eggs in there, even though stuff in there, with a cling wrap put on top, this can live on your counter, for days.
It's like a sourdough starter.
You know what it is? It's about all the beautiful things that are in there that just preserve it.
Wow,
okay?
the sugar.
The sugar, there's a decent amount of fat in there. This will live in your counter for like days. And the fact that this bakes in like 10 minutes means you are 10 minutes away from a restaurant-worthy dessert.
Well, let me decide on that.
This needs a bit of a cocoa and ice cream.
Oh, yum. That's not a TV bite. Oh, hello?
Do it.
Unreal.
Valentine's. Right there.
Valentine's is coming. Where is your boyfriend?
That's all we got, guys. Thank you for coming to the show, I suppose.
Tell us more about
here's
the
the thing.
pasta.
So this Valentine's Day, again, honestly, it's not about the what, it's about the how, and it's about being intentional. So when go and get the bits that you need from Woolies, but then put the effort in and make something beautiful, make it personal, and that's where you come in. To the degree that, like Valentine's Day, depending on the level you're going, that's that personal, intimate level. If you want to be fancy, let me just put you on the thing that keeps on serving, the gift that keeps on giving. This Valentine's Day, one of the gifts we're going for is cookware.
Oh.
And why? Because it causes everyone to be intentional. It's a gift that I'm going to give to Meg, but we will end up using it for years to come. There we go. So, homeware, and we are gifting 2026, period.
Yeah.
Only intentional gifts.
And practical.
And practical gifts that people will use. Not Labubu, just joking. So, This is where we're at, homeware, and the beautiful range. When you talk about the range of cookware, we're talking cookware that's going to last for years.
And those can go in the oven too.
These go in the oven, they go in induction, they go on the bride. Don't tell them I told you that.
Wow.
But I mean, I wouldn't put your beautiful white cookware on the bride.
Never.
But they basically work wherever you need to cook. These bowls as well. You have no
They're my favorites.
A good bowl will replace a plate, will replace a side plate, will replace whatever.
Everything.
A good bowl in your house is everything. And these bowls, fancy. Talking about fancy.
Okay, so this is the pasta. What's up, Valentine?
Hello.
Oh, that smells good. Is this what you're dishing out of, or is this a serving for
This was the ravioli. And you know, on Valentine's Day, it's not about no dishes, but all meals this Valentine's Day for two will be served in one plate.
I get you. Like
There we go.
Lady and the Tram. Lady and the Tram.
See.
Okay, so let's try it.
The two of you can please try it. I will stand by and pretend I made all of it.
I'll give one to Meg.
Oh, thank you.
You thought I was going to feed you. If Clem didn't ask you to be a Valentine,
I would
okay,
have
I'll
done
take
this
it.
again.
Yes.
If Clem doesn't want you to say Valentine's, I will. Okay, let's see.
What is in this?
Well, this is what ravioli we cooked today. This is the
Spicy.
Yes. So what we've done is we stirred the beautiful ravioli. This is the heart-shaped ravioli with Parmigiano Reggiano and the white balsamic vinegar. Oh, balsamic vinegar, sorry. What I've done is I've cooked it according to the instructions, tossed it with a chili and garlic pasta sauce.
Ooh, that's the heat.
Easy peasy lemon
That's
squeezy.
what it is, but it's delicious.
So that's the main, sorted, and then we've made the beautiful dessert.
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
But
Well,
the
for
heart
your,
shape,
For
I
your main
mean-
squeeze, give him a heart in his mouth as well.
Ooh.
Don't look, don't
Okay.
look, don't look. It's for you, it's for you. So should I feed you?
No.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Wow. That is so good.
A little bit of spice. All things
Delicious.
nice.
Delicious. The person who made that, fantastic.
Fantastic, Tiffany. Well done. She redeemed herself after the cocoa. I'm joking. Listen, Megs, we'll get in touch with you after the break. We're talking about your tablescape. Graham is standing by, taking notes. My mouth is on fire.
How spicy.
Water!
Valentine's!
Find all these recipes at woolworths.co.za. And Clem, you've been the best, sharing date night ideas with us. Shop quality ingredients from Woolworths. Available in-store, online, and of course, on the app. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
The rumors are true. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show is back with you. It is Expresso right here on S3. We've had a fantastic day today. And now, for the sake of Graham, let's get into a tablescape. Meg Pedro is in the studio to invite us into a world where elegance meets intimacy. In celebration of the upcoming Valentine's Day, she presents a beautifully curated dinner tablescape for two. That was two. For two. Thoughtfully styled with homeware pieces from Woolworths to spark connection, to also elevate your mood and transform an ordinary evening into something really magical, which is, I think, the essence of Valentine's Day, right? Completely. It doesn't have to be over the top, but just to feel something connected, something special, something intentional.
Intentional.
That's the word of the year.
That's what this is. You took it right off my mood board.
Ooh.
This is intentionally intimate. It is taking that time to really just connect, be opposite each other, play Uno, do something like really, really cute together, because that's really taken off on social media, right? Like we're painting with our partners, we're doing like really beautiful, intentional things. So let's start here.
You know, you also get those conversation cards that you can put in the middle.
We have those.
I love it.
Honestly, and I mean, we've been together for 14 years. You think you know. You think you know the answers. But it is amazing how that, actually it was our wedding anniversary. We whipped it out at a pasta restaurant that we were at. And we went through them. And it's amazing how you've changed over the years, but how it's so good to reconnect.
Oh, I love that. You should always be connecting and reconnecting with your partner, especially over a beautiful tablescape. So what was the inspiration behind this?
So when Clem and I started dating, our first date was in his lounge.
Ooh.
A picnic in the lounge.
Stop
that
it,
was
that's
the first date,
cute.
really, over strawberry milkshakes and lobster rolls. So I'm going to tell you
well done,
that
Clem.
the older us are now going to, you know, sophisticatedly go to a table, and I feel like now we're setting the mood in that way.
That is so beautiful, and I really see the intention. I see the grown-upness, and I see the beauty of everything. You've used pieces from Woolworths, their homeware range in particular. Talk me through what's going on.
Stunning, and I love the pieces because it really is that elevated. It looks like restaurant quality in your home. And Woolies is doing such a great job with that right now. So we always start with the tablecloth. I've gone plain white because that crisp element, there's nothing that beats a plain white tablecloth. If you're going to invest in something in your homeware, do that, because it's really something that just, you need it to look crisp. It's like that crisp white bed sheet, you know what I mean? You just,
nothing beats
and we'll
it.
talk breakfast in bed next week, but for now, you start with that, and then there is a matching napkin.
But it's got some detail at the end.
Exactly like the edge of the tablecloth, which is so beautiful, because again, it's a little bit of detail, and I always talk about detail, especially when you're doing a white tablescape. It's so stunning. And then, one of my favorite things that I spoke about when this came out, this is the pillow range.
Pillow range.
Now, is that restaurant quality?
I'm obsessed.
At home. Dishwasher safe, right? That alone.
Because ain't nobody washing dishes on Valentine's Day.
Dishes. Exactly. So this is your side plate, you've got a main plate, and then with your gorgeous pasta that you created, we have the pasta bowl. And how beautiful is this range? I mean, absolutely stunning. And microwave safe as well, so you can heat and eat.
If there's any leftovers, you know?
Completely. And then, of course, we have to set with your glassware. So we've got the gorgeous wine glass, but then, how stunning.
I love a flute.
I mean,
I love a flute.
That is just so elegant. Can you imagine?
Wow, a little bit of champers.
A little bit of champers. And now the sun is setting, so you're lighting candles, right? You set in that mood. The light is kind of bouncing off the glass. It is totally a mood.
I am here, some music in the background.
Music, don't forget the music. And the scent.
And the...
Because the scent is coming from the food, so don't have scented candles. These are not your scented candles.
This is what you reminded me of,
I reminded you to put the scented candles in your bathroom and then have your unscented on your table so that it doesn't, I mean, if you are smelling lavender but you're eating pasta.
Yes, and the pasta is quite pungent because it's got the tomato-y sauce, it's got the Parmigiano Reggiano on the inside. There's a lot going on, and you want to taste the flavor without being distracted as well. Meg, this is so beautiful. Okay, many people might be feeling a bit overwhelmed. I was telling Clem earlier, I've already started on my Valentine's Day plan, so I'm not overwhelmed. So can you give us maybe a couple of simple styling tips that we can take with us today?
Sure. honestly, use things that on the day is so intentional. So you want to gift your partner something, a little keepsake, a little novelty item, you know, a little piece of chocolate, or Woolies has a great range of Valentine's gifts at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I walked along that wall. There are some...
Add to cart.
Just saying to my Valentine, really, really beautiful things. But use the flowers that you will probably be gifted. Or if you're gifting yourself, like honestly, flowers are one of the most amazing ways of expressing your love language. Use it on the table, use it as your centerpiece, but not in the middle of the two of you.
Don't block the view.
Don't block the view, but use it. Like, use the elements in your home because you invest in this. And Woolies makes this that, you know, all of these items you've invested in, use them and enjoy them.
Oh, I love that. And enjoy the day. That is the vibe. That's the moment. As both Clem and Meg have said, the Pedro said it, so therefore it is true. Be intentional with everything that you do this year. And we want you to set the scene with romance with homeware from Woolworths, of course. Shop these items and more. You can find them in store, online, and of course on the app. All right, we'll go into a very quick ad break. On the other side of this, more Feel Good on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Back. We have had an amazing morning with you, so thank you so much. Let's see if we can reward you in some part. All the best of luck if you're going to play your Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 today. Why? Because 37 million rand is waiting in that jackpot today. So please don't delay. Play your Lotto for an estimated 24 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 for 10 million rand, then Lotto Plus 2. We're going to throw 3 million rand in as well. It's massive. Play all three. Go and get your tickets in store, online, nationallottery.co.za, using their app, using your own cell phone banking app, or dial *120 *7529#, and then just follow the prompts. Super easy, and we'll make it even simpler by keeping all those deets on the Expresso socials so you can spend some time there, educate yourself, and then hopefully win big by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 37 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. So all the best of luck. We want to see signs, but right now I want to know more. We've got Babette with us for just a few minutes. Let's delve a little deeper.
Please, and I want to squeeze every single second of those minutes left, and Babette is still with us. Quick fire questions.
Okay.
The aim is not to think about it too much, right? First thing that pops in your head, I want to know. A song that always lifts your mood.
Taylor Swift, Shake It Off.
Of course, because we got shake it up, shake it off. One word that you are using this year to reclaim your year as yours.
Resilient.
Ooh, I love it. And there's a song to go with that as well. You know what I'm saying? Biggest source of inspiration that you have right now?
Trauma.
Relatable. That's so funny. Okay, favorite South African artist, if you could choose one.
Oh, there's so many.
I know.
I think Will Lindley at the moment.
He's fantastic, okay? And also his global rise has been beautiful to see. How about a habit that you're really proud of breaking?
Procrastination.
Girl, teach me how. I need to know the tips, the tricks, and everything in between. Well done.
Thank
Very
you.
proud of you. One thing that makes you feel really powerful.
The support from my family.
Oh, that's beautiful. Do you have your family here today with you?
My mom's here.
Yeah, hello, momzos. Where's moms? There's moms. Hello, we're going to have to get a camera. Your mom's gorgeous, and she looks definitely the superstar part. Hi, momzos. Obviously, it's your feel-good breakfast show, and you've got to say hello to South Africa. Hi, moms.
She's so cute.
Put her on the spot. She is gorgeous. Thank you for raising such a superstar as well, moms. We appreciate that. I want to know personally, what does strength really mean to you in one word? If you can't use one word, just define it for me.
Maybe I should say determination.
That's good.
Because without it, you won't be able to carry on.
It's true, to push through from one to the next to the next. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the lasting one. What's some advice that you would give to your younger self?
Be kinder to yourself.
Yeah. That's something that we can all take with us. Babette, thank you. You've been incredible. You are a woman of strength, a woman of resilience, a woman of stature and character, and we can't wait for you to perform for us. Please send us off into our Wednesday the only way you know how.
This is the title track from my new album called Sunshine Sister.
Good morning, Mom.
She turned cold, that's what I was told. It was the way she walked and the way she talked. Couldn't hear her voice at all. If something went wrong, he would blame her. He would go on and he'd shame her. Used to push her away, 'cause she's in the way. Just didn't care at all. Told her should be seen, not heard. Don't you even dare to say a word. Hey, Mr. You stole my sunshine sister. How could this happen? It wasn't her fault. She used to dance around in the sun. Hey, Mr. You stole my sunshine sister. How could this happen? She used to be strong. She used to dance around in the sun. And when she got old, she did what she was told. Showed her girls to be small, to not stand tall, not to raise their voice at all. And when he got old, taught his boys to never fold, never give in to what they feel, to not be real, not to show their hearts at all. Told her should be seen, not heard. Don't you even dare to say a word. Hey, Mr. You stole my sunshine sister. How could this happen? It wasn't her fault. She used to dance around in the sun. Hey, Mr. You stole my sunshine sister. How could this happen? She used to be strong. She used to dance around in the sun. We can change it, rearrange it. We can take it all back. Hey, sunshine sister, you don't know how much I've missed ya. I know you're hiding, you're taking some time. Good to see you dancing around in the sun. Hey, sunshine sister, you don't know how much I've missed ya. You're done with your fighting, you don't have to run. Good to see you dancing around in the sun. Dancing around in the sun. Round in the sun. Around in the sun. I can see you dancing around in the sun.
Yay! What a finish! We love you so much. Thank you.
That put me in the
Thank you
best
for joining
mood.
us. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Have an amazing day.
See you at 6.
Love ya.
Mwah.
Well done, everyone.
Another feel-good production.